All right. Who loves scuff? I love scuff. Oh boy. So I'm launching the stream and I noticed that like I'm listening to a song on YouTube and the audio is like super scrumpled. It's like totally crunchy. And I don't know why. I take great pride in all of my audio equipment. And I'm like, oh no, did the Go XLR update itself? Did I get the horrible Go XLR update that just kills everything? What happened? Did Windows uninstall my AMD drivers again due to an update? Like, what is going on? Oh, hi everybody. Everybody's climbing on top of my head now. How's everybody doing? So, as you can see, I was having some trouble. And you know what I found out it was? I checked the cable, because of course, as a seasoned IT professional, the first thing I try is, like, you know, the low-hanging fruit. Is everything connected properly? And yeah, it's connected properly. I didn't move anything. The faders are good. The sliders are good. Everything seems to be working. I start looking into drivers, start looking into audio settings, turn things on, turn things off. I'm like half an hour into this. I'm like, why isn't this working? So I checked the cable at the base. And it's just snapped through because, you know, cables get tense and this cable has been here for like 2 years. So, okay, the rubber gave way and I'm like, great. So I grabbed a really okay pair of headphones. Like I have studio monitors as my daily drivers. They're AT, MATX 60s, I think. So I had some MATX 20s lying around from an old job. They're still great headphones, but I'm noticing the loss of quality. So hopefully that won't distract us today, that we won't have amazing sound quality. You don't care, chat. You just hear whatever. Oh, how could I forget? I'm not ambulating my hands because I forgot to turn on my my hand tracker. Ooh, look at that. The hands, they are tracking. Ooh. Anyway, how are you doing, chat? How's everybody doing? Hi, everybody. Hi. Is everybody doesn't sound good? Oh, let me know if it sounds bad because I need to know so I can try to fix this. It's a little scuffed today. It's our first stream of the new year. Of course it'll be scuffed. Why would anything be good in the new year, right? It's always gonna be a little scuffed. So we're gonna take it in stride, and these are the only technical issues we're gonna have the entire year, right chat? The only technical issues we're gonna have the entire year, and we're getting them out of the way for the first stream of the new year. The one we did for the new year doesn't count. That was still last year technically. Oh, the model is behaving, I guess you could kind of say that, maybe. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Everything seems to be a little, you know how it's a weird today. For whatever reason, my audio, if you're just coming in here, I had to troubleshoot this, and it came down to a physical failure. The cable itself either shorted out or snapped or something, because there's just a piece of rubber missing on that cable, and you would think I would notice something like that on my daily. So I have to order a new cable for my fancy studio monitors, but that's fine. We can have some normal headsets for today. Like, you know, you put on your ears and there we go. So yeah, how's everybody doing today? I see everybody in chat. You all having a good time? You vibing? You having a nice time? Because we're going to be talking about family. Sounds and video feeds coming in 5x5. That's good to hear. Looks amazing. Okay, that's good. So we're going to be talking about family and why, maybe we'll touch on why family is a little controversial in the furry fandom. And why Anthro Northwest had a bit of controversy on Twitter, which I think is a very interesting thing, because their choice of the theme of family. And I'm going to be bringing up a few websites and kind of talking about them, because I think family is an extremely powerful theme. I think family is something that we should be looking more as members of the furry fandom, as a family, as the extended family, all the concepts of what family mean, because I think a lot of the drama, I know Anthro Northwest has a great track record of releasing very cryptic tweets, that confuse a lot of people. But I think family was an extremely good choice for this year's theme, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to look over all these videos. We have about 282 videos. Not great, not bad. We'll be talking about the con, kind of what I thought about it. We'll talk about how I forgot my 360 camera, and that's why there's no 360 footage. And we're going to talk about how we're going to make a video about family and what family kind of means to me, what family means in the furry fandom, what family I think means to Anthro Northwest, and what family probably should mean to you. So, let's actually go to the Anthro Northwest website just really quick. Northwest, gonna Google that out real quick because I want to talk about their themes, because they have this overarching storyline that we kind of have to talk about. If we're going to do this justice, we need to start from the beginning of this story, because every story has, you know, roots. Growth beyond self, you know. Anthro Northwest always has these great themes. They're about personal growth. They seem to be about the journey of life. And I think it's worth mentioning all of these themes as we're going to be exploring this concept of family and what it means. You may have heard that their mascots got married last year. So it started out with pure imagination. We have exploration as a theme, growth beyond self. Hope seems to be where Cove, the otter, is introduced as a friend to, I believe that's Cody, the wolf. Was it Cody? I thought it started with an A. My brain. But anyway, I'm always bad with names. You know I am. Somebody correct me if this is not Cody. Andy. His name is Andy, right? I think it's Andy. Oh, man, imagine if I actually took like notes or scripted anything. It's like I used to do public speaking or something, you know, just have these little note cards that I would just like flip through. This is unscripted. I'm just going off the cuff right here. But yes, welcome in everybody. Sorry if I'm not naming everybody by name here, but I see you talking and saying hello and happy new year, and thank you so much for being here, and hi. Hopefully you're all having a good day, and hopefully you're having a wonderful new year. So welcome in everybody in chat. We're going to be talking about family. Also Alex, yes, of course you can have a shout out, and I wish you the best this new year. I wish everybody this new year. Can't wait for FC as well, Oreo Bites. But yes, welcome in everybody coming in here, because we're going to be talking about family. This is going to be one of those clickbait videos where I'm going to be talking a lot. So make sure to like that subscribe button or comment, or I don't know, hit that bell to something. You know, the influencer shtick that everybody does, because we're going to be talking about family if you're just dropping in here. And to give kind of a recap, we kind of have to go through this kind of timeline of themes for Anthro Northwest, because unlike other cons that might just have like a superficial theme like superheroes or college 2 or something like that, not calling out any cons in specific. Totally not. This has a very interesting story. There's like a Anthro Northwest cinematic universe where we have Andy the wolf like being introduced, going on an exploration, finding a friend in Cove the otter, going through that growth beyond self thing, which is also a powerful theme. Maybe we'll talk about that someday. And then he like becomes friends with Cove, which I think is very interesting. Endurance being the COVID theme, which there's no 2022. I think this was probably not exactly planned in this overarching story. They fall in love here. If you saw last year's coverage, I covered their wedding and their wedding reception, because of course I get places. I'm basically a paparazzi at this point. I crashed their wedding reception, ate their food, and totally showed up to celebrate them falling in love. And eventually, them not only starting a family, but also giving birth, and yeah, I guess actually covering all aspects of family. And I think that's kind of really interesting, the way they kind of described family. So we have this entire like lineup through the journey of life, and we obviously have some seasonal thematics as well, which I think is really interesting. And I kind of want to touch on it really quickly, because we have like spring here, we have summer here, the fall here, and like moving into like almost like when I heard that family was the theme, I started thinking about the seasonality of life, how you know, go through the earliness of spring and summer, going into the falls and the winter of life. And I'm gonna be honest, I almost went, yes, I knew it, when they announced the theme to be remembrance for next year. And I was like, oh, they're gonna retire a mascot, they're gonna deal with grief, they're gonna deal with the finality of life, the journey of completion, and, you know, gracefulness and loss and all that. And they're like, no, we're not retiring any of our mascots, nobody's dying. It's gonna be remembrance, probably of the good times. Yeah, so, you know, a little disappointed that they're not tackling, you know, the whole life cycle here. But at the same time, I started thinking about it. I don't think there is any way they could deal with grief or loss as a theme without making it just like cringe Twitter bait, even though I think it's a powerful literary theme, and my analysis was spot on for what's happening here. But anyway, we're here to talk about this year's theme, which is family. I think it's a wonderful theme. It's very powerful. Let's see if we can actually get in here and see some of the mascots, the new ones. Let's see if can we find pictures of their kids? Because we have Geo, Storm, and Sprout. Storm is the bird, Geo is the bear, I think? And then we have Sprout, which is actually their biological child, a wolf otter. And I think it's kind of cool because the metaphor of the egg, I guess we can't find pictures. I got videos of them, don't worry, we're gonna pull them up. The metaphor of them finding an egg in the wild, adopting them, and like, you know, creating a family, I think is like perfect for the furry fandom. It represents pretty much, I think, anything family related that you can think of, and them having a biological child, also a really good touch at the end. The bird is apparently 15 years old now. That's Storm. Geo, I believe, is either a bear or a badger or something like that. Couldn't really tell. We'll investigate that. They're 10 years old, and Sprout, the water, is 5 years old. So we've had a 15-year time skip from the point of them being married to them actually starting a family. And I think that's a very nice way to tie in how Anthro Northwest is very family focused as well. You're not going to find kink gear, you're not going to find pup masks, you're not going to find an After Dark panel over there. And honestly, I kind of like it. I like that Anthro Northwest is more family focused, because I'm about to go to Further Confusion, and do I still have this? Give me a moment to find Further Confusion's tweet where I'm like, oh, I'm not sure what I was expecting, but one moment, let me pull this up. Okay, yeah, so I see this. It's like, hey friends, and I'm like, oh, Further Confusion posted something. Wait, what is going on here? And then it's like, let's open this up. Further Confusion is partnering with Baby FurCon to harbor a safe and inclusive space for all furries. And like, the line that stands out for me is, learn more for what it's like to be a little / baby fur and wag that crinkle butt in a judgment-free zone. And this is kind of the dichotomy of two cons I'm going to. One con that is very family friendly and safe, and there's no kink allowed, and there's a strict dress code, and there's no gore suits or anything. And then we have a very kinky con with a midnight market, and like they publicly posted this, which would get any other con probably flayed alive, except for Texas. They have a lot of baby furs and stuff like that. And it was kind of like one of those things where I'm like, wow, that's really interesting that I don't know if I would know another con that would phrase it as wag that crinkle butt. So I'll leave that for your digestion there. If you know, you know, because there's definitely one of those meats there too. Anyway, let's catch up on chat for a second as we're gonna be talking about this. I'm still a little sick, so before we get into the con proper, I did want to talk about one thing. There was a con evacuation. It was rainy. Supposedly it was something with the haze. I don't know. I noticed there weren't a lot of lasers. I wonder if they forgot to get a fire watch. I wonder if one of their fog machines malfunctioned. But I'm a little sniffly. I'm a little sick. I've been sick for like a month and a half now. And yeah, it's great. I love being sick. It just means I come home and sleep for 14 hours. So yeah, it's one of those days. But yes, I should invite Andy Cove and their kids to Anthrocon. I mean, I don't think that's my decision. I'm pretty sure they should ask Uncle Kage for that one. But yes, everybody have an amazing night. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you everybody for being here. If you have to go, I hope you have a wonderful night. If you dropped by and said hello, thank you so much. Cause I'm kind of, you know, going a little fast because I do want this VOD to go up and kind of, you know, it's a little retrospective sort of thing. So I'm going to be meandering about chat a little less than I usually do, but don't worry, I am reading your comments in chat. Anyway, so we were kind of talking about family and family in all of its meanings. On Twitter, I don't have these tweets anywhere right now, but there was a lot of drama about people believing that it's mostly about the conservative biological side of family, because furries tend to not have the best relationships with their families for obvious reason. The furry fandom is very counterculture. It goes against societal norms for the most part. People think it's weird. So a lot of the family we have is found family, like this egg here. And a lot of people developed through our community, through the experiences that this found family allows them to have, the life experiences that we enjoy as members of the furry fandom, as convention goers. You could say the same thing for the anime fandom. You could say the same thing for the Homestuck fandom or Twitter or Tumblr or whatever. The point is, a lot of people say that, you know, while you can't choose your family, you can choose your found family. And I know a lot of people don't have the best close biological family ties, but you know, those are important too. To what extent, I'm not going to get into, but I think it's nice that they put a lot of thought into this overarching story, that they were talking, you know, originally finding an egg, starting a family that way, adopting another child through Geo, which I think is a bear. Somebody correct me. I need to know what species they are. I think they're a bear, maybe a badger. I don't know. I'm bad at furry species. Everybody's a dog to me, and every dog is a good boy and or girl and or whatever. Every dog is a good boy. It doesn't matter. All dogs are male, all cats are female. That is kindergarten logic, and I'm sticking to it. Regardless. And them actually having their own child, this was something I was also thinking about. So let's say they met at like the age of 25, right? And they had their wedding or something. So 15-year time skip, they're probably like 40 years old now. And you know, it makes sense for me. I'm 3,000 something years old. So obviously I would have met them somewhere and then been invited to their wedding, and then I don't know, maybe I showed up and babysitted once in a while, and that's why I'm no longer invited. Jokes aside, with my little funky headcanon here, it's been an interesting thing that they chose a time skip, and especially with remembrance being our next theme. Remembrance is also a very, very powerful thing. Because I pegged it as it going to be about loss, about coping with grief, the remembrance of the good times of life, the letting go of the bad times of life, and the finality of life and memories itself. But that's something people don't like to think about, but I absolutely love the concept of finality in a sense. It's so romantic, isn't it? But remembrance in general, I started thinking about that. The theme of remembrance, the finality of one day, someday, it will be the last time you go to a place. It'll be the last time you experience something, the last time you'll see somebody. And all we'll have is the memories that we bring along with us. And that is the importance of, you know, capturing these memories. making these memories in the first place, having the opportunity to experience and grow as this bigger family, even if it's found family, even if it's biological family. The concept of remembrance is such a loaded theme that I hope that they do it justice, because even the tree of remembrance is something that is a part of Anthro Northwest, and we're going to be going over it. I actually got a video. I want to bring this up right now because it's kind of relevant. Let's go find that tree of remembrance so I can show it off really quick. And we are going to be going over every single one of these videos. We're going to be organizing it. It's not going to be just me talking for 4 hours. I mean, it is, but you're here to expect that, right? But I'm giving the high-level overview right now, if I could actually find the tree of remembrance, because we also got to talk about some other things, like the winter feast and how that ties into family. Before I forget, where is it? None of these are big enough. View, extra large. We got an Avali, we got Franken plushies. That was supposed to be a metaphor for found family. We'll get into there eventually. Ball pits. Everyone loves ball pits. I hear Tumblr loves ball pits. Chat, help me out. Where's the tree of remembrance in this? When did I record the tree of remembrance? There's food. It had to be after the parade, possibly in the morning. And it was like such a... So if you don't know what the tree of remembrance is... here it is. So the tree of remembrance is this very nice gesture here where you please leave a paw here to honor those who have departed. And it's a very nice gesture where people can leave their well wishes and solemn thoughts for people who might not be here with us, either physically, in spirit, or just not at the con. And whether or not, you know, it is in a more final state, or they'll be with us next year, or maybe even tomorrow if we see them, it's a very powerful gesture that I think kind of sums up the core of Anthro Northwest. It's a very almost humanities focused con. It has a very big focus on family. It has a very big focus on found family and the remembering of the good, letting go of the bad. And I think this context is very valid when we're talking about trying to decrypt some of the weird tweets their Twitter does. Because I feel like it's from a good place, but they've also like released some tweets that have caused controversy. Like for example, the one that came out of left field that comes to mind and probably will come to your mind is the one where they issued a statement about the cancel culture of the furry fandom. And usually whenever somebody says something like that, they're about to like, I don't know, drop an enormous drama bomb. But that never happened from what I know. So like, yeah, if I feel like the drama around the family announcement was them not entirely sticking the landing on what is an amazing concept, on what is a powerful thing, celebrating both biological family, found family, friendship in all of its forms, and I really hope they stick the landing of remembrance. And I'm kind of, and like I said, I'm kind of glad nobody's dying. They're not retiring any mascots, because as a literary guy in literary analysis, I was like, oh, it's the winter of life. They're gonna retire Andy and Cove, and it's gonna be the kids who take over. It's gonna be, I'm like, wait. They just got these mascot suits. They're just like getting into their mid-10s and teens. They're not gonna start retiring the parents. And like, then I realized just how hard that landing would be to stick if people like when FurryCon kills off mascots for some reason. Yeah, you know what? I think they've probably learned a thing or two about how to properly manage heavy themes, and I'm kind of glad, because I totally would have been like, yeah, let's celebrate life, the finality of life, let's go, and like go for the romanticism of it in a literary form. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that, because that was my thought process when I heard all this, and like I was like, oh, I know exactly what this is going, but no, instead it like I'm glad that they're a step ahead of me, because I totally would have just fixated on that. But yes, remembrance as a theme, extremely powerful, extremely solemn. I can't wait for next year. I want to see what they do with it. And like even like we can see here, if we read some of these notes, if I have no rolling shutter, we have one that says mom and dad, remembering mom and dad, in a theme of family. There's drawings of people, hugs, like people thanking each other. There's people who miss others. You are missed every day, love you forever, for example. Such things, you know, that, I don't know, it almost makes me tear up a little. So I'm looking forward to see what they do with this theme. But yes, there's the Tree of Remembrance tying all of this together. One thing I also wanted to point out was the concept of the Winter Feast. Now, the Winter Feast, if you're not familiar with it, I covered it last year on my channel. I think the Winter Feast is also a very powerful community building tool, because the Winter Feast is a event that happens every year where everyone is invited. It's not just limited to sponsors, or, you know, you don't have to have a ticket, you just get a ticket. And the Winter Feast, here's Andy. I'm gonna cut the sound because it's a little crunchy. Actually, this is the sponsor dinner. So the Winter Feast, is this? No, this is still the sponsor dinner. We'll talk about the sponsor dinner after this. I wanted to cover the Winter Feast. There we go. The Winter Feast is basically everybody gets a ticket to this, and you get to go in and enjoy a meal on the con. It's how they, you know, logistically speaking, they cover their beverage and food obligations with this, but it's an excuse to grab a plate, sit down with everybody, and eat some tasty food. So as you can see, pumpkin pie and ambrosia. They have the Winter Invocation, where they talk
We've got a really good lineup of musical and inspirational guests today.
You see me trying to get the camera in.
Milo, and I don't know, you might have seen him on YouTube.
So this is actually something I'm going to be using for the review video. Milo gives a very nice little overview talking about family. I'm going to take some select clips from that, and talking about the meaning of family as well. And I think they picked a wonderful person to give this keynote speech. You can actually see how many people are here, just enjoying food, and it's a very community thing. You can see Jesus right here. Jesus is here eating food among his flock. Is that too religious? Family? Something like that. Whatever. I'm not here to make religious allegory. I mean, sometimes I am, but when Jesus is involved, they can do it himself. And then, like, there's the food, the concept of sharing a meal with family, both found, and there has to be a better way of saying it than biological family, but you can get some tasty food. Kind of wish Varu zoomed in a little bit more. This is recorded by my friend Varu. Oh, there we go. Now he does it. Very good. Yeah, this turned out pretty well. We can probably use some of this B-roll. So if you're wondering what's to eat, there was macaroni, there was chicken cordon bleu, there was asparagus. This asparagus was actually really good. It had like this weird kind of soury sort of, I don't know if I'd call it vinaigrette, because it's a hot sort of side, but it was actually really tasty. I wish I got more of the asparagus. And then we have the cordon bleu here, and it was actually very, very, very good. I think I also got like a close-up. I'm probably going to be using a lot of the B-roll from last year, because it turned out a little better. Yeah, I could not get any video of people in fursuits. Nobody showed up in fursuit, and I kind of get it, because you don't want to get your fursuit messy. But yeah, you can see how many people there are. You can see the deliciousness of the Winter Feast, and it was as far as I know, all you can eat, but don't quote me on that. This is why I love this con. They feed you on Saturday. You don't need to make dinner plans for Saturday. Very, very tasty, very, very delicious. But yes. A very meaningful message, a wonderful message. Is Sprout the biological daughter of Andy and Cove? Yes, they are water. They are wolf otter. We'll actually look at them in a second as well. Is this philosophy class? It is now. We're going over the concept of family, chat. That's the entire point, talking about the controversy of Anthro Northwest and family, because for some reason Anthro Northwest gets a lot of flack, and I think they, for a family-friendly con that airs on the side of, you know, I take my grandma to this con, Yeah, sure. If I want to, you know, go to a kinkier con, Further Confusion is next week. We can go there. We can think about that. But yeah, I like Anthro Northwest. I think it's a great con. Oh, hey, there's Libido Works. Hey, you recognize somebody right here? Right here on this one? I'm glad that they still carry my scent. You can get Kite Smell at Libido Works. I don't get a kickback from that, even though, you know, it'd be nice if I did. But yes, you can... I still have a few bottles I might give out. I need to reorder the Kite Smell. Look, it's right there. The Kite Smell. It's wisteria and sandalwood, which I like quite a bit. You kids like Lethal Company, right? Get your assets over to the dealer's den or something like that. We're just gonna start going over the videos one at a time, because at this point I'm kind of just like, yeah, I said my piece on family, why it's important, yeah, words. But we're gonna be going over videos now. We're gonna be sorting these. We have 290 videos, 282 videos, close enough. I guess one thing to kind of talk about is the con was, I don't know, my vibe was a little off. I'm not sure why. There were a lot of suitors. The parade was 25 minutes long. I had a weirdly hard time trying to find people to record. And it's weird because a lot of people ran up to me and said hello, and I met a lot of nice people, and we chatted a little, but actually finding suitors, it was the usual suspects, like all over the place. It's as if people kind of suited up, like went up and down and saw nothing was going on and kind of just left. The schedule this year was much tighter. I think it was much more solid, but there was less on the schedule this year. The first two games were only 30 minutes each, and that was kind of one of the reasons I skipped them. It was at like 9 in the morning, and I was already feeling bad after being out in the cold for like an hour. So I was like, you know what? I'm sure somebody else will record it, and somebody else did. So you know what? I slept in. It's been a rough weekend. It's been a rough weekend. But I'm here and I get to be with chat, and chat's kind of like family. You're all intrusive voices that keep saying words, and sometimes I ignore you, but I'm not ignoring you. I'm reading everything you say, even though I don't reply to every single message you sent me. That's one for my family. I definitely read them all. Hi Tabby, hi everybody. Doodle dear, hi. You made it big when you have your own scent, or you just commissioned Libido Works for a scent. That also, I mean, that's one way of doing it. Anyway. Sorry, I am a little sick still. But yes, welcome everybody. Welcome. I wish I wasn't sick. I'm not looking forward to Further Confusion being sick. I'm looking forward to Further Confusion. It was a great con last year. We might as well talk about Further Confusion. Oh, well, Tavi is here. We were also talking about the very interesting choice in announcements they had with the baby fur meet and greet with like a whole custom like thing. I was not expecting that. Literally, it was like clicking that and I was like, I don't know what I was expecting. But we were talking about this, how like Further Confusion, way more kink friendly, way more kink focused. Anthro Northwest, definitely not kinky, not, you know, not very receptive to pup masks and overalls, so to speak. And you know what? I think it's good that there's a con for one, there's a con for the other, and the keynote speech actually had a very good analogy for it by Milo, and I'm not gonna dig through five minutes of commentary to try to get there, but basically Milo had said, just like a real family, there's parts of the family you might not like, but you're still under the same umbrella, and you know, you're still family, even though, you know, Uncle Greg is the weird one, and you'd much rather not talk to them over dinner. Something like that. It just comes to mind as something interesting. It's just such a powerful theme, and I kind of wish I had more to say about it. That wasn't just like, yeah, people overreacted about the theme. Yeah, I hope more cons have more themes like this. I think Anthro Northwest and maybe Stratosphere are the only ones that are really tackling these very interesting sort of socially charged themes. Stratosphere had Love in the Biodome, where they started kind of tackling the whole acceptance LGBT sort of thing that we have, you know, going on in the fandom, going on in social justice circles in general. I think it's a great start. I always find it interesting at cons when like the theme is superheroes or University 2 or I don't know, space or spies or something. People don't really get into it, but this kind of stuff makes me stop and think, makes me appreciate things if I think about it more, if I make it into a philosophy class, because I'm sure some people are just like, wow, you're reading into this furry thing way too much, you know, Plato. And I'm like, yes, I am. That's what I do. Somebody called me an archivist of the furry fandom, and yeah. And they brought up a very good point. When I'm gone and people will be like, oh, where did he go? All these videos will be the only things that are left, and our memories will be there. That's just that, memories. So, you know, something to think about as the cons theme next year is remembrance. Because sometimes, you know, it serves to think and remember about these kinds of things. Anyway, let's get into the videos, because some of them are really cute and nice.
All right, ready? Yep. 3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome to Anthro Northwest. Woohoo!
And it's great that the first video we have on is very happy. You know, isn't it?
Awesome.
Love
Thank you.
seeing this guy. So, we run into each other a couple of times during the con. Always great. We're gonna start making our normal folder thing. This, I don't expect this stream to be too long. We're gonna sort these videos the rest of the week. I'm actually gonna be putting this together because I spent a lot of time trying to find videos that exemplify what family could mean in the furry fandom. And I'll be making some commentary about why I chose the shots I did. Because some shots I saw and I was like, whoa, okay, this shot is going to be perfect. It's very powerful. I came in here at exactly the right time to link this to an overall more high concept overview of the concept of family as related to this theme. Because like I said earlier, I'm trying to get into more of a docu-film sort of thing. So it's not just like a review. It's like, you know, trying to capture the essence of a con and its memories. After rain first, I think any convention in the Seattle area will have to have heavy restrictions to make sure things go out of hand. Yeah, from what I know, apparently the tri-state area isn't doing fur cons because of rainforest, because everybody's like, yeah, nah, not again, which is kind of crazy. Definitely a Paco Panda pick there. Oh, Tavi, don't bring that up. We're not getting into that drama. That's a completely different kind of drama that we're not getting into. If you want to figure that one up on your own, that's not my problem. Now, the vibe did seem a little off at the con, the Cedar Woods. Yeah, it was a little weird, you know? I don't think it was like off. It wasn't a bad vibe. It's just compared to like last year, I don't know. It was weirdly full, but weirdly empty. Like, it was well managed. Everything was put together very well. The keynote speeches were a little short compared to, like, the wedding. I noticed some things I'm not going to be talking about, 'cause I'm not going to bring them up. But, yeah, the vibe was a little off. But yes, do you have footage of Milo singing? Yes, I have a couple of clips of their performances, their keynote speech. I'm gonna be honest, it's probably not something we're gonna be going over on the stream because the audio quality is crispy at best. And I'm sure AV has the entire invocation recorded. I was actually surprised. The invocation was less of a invocation than I would have liked, because I was like out of my way to find like the con chair talking about the theme, because I wanted it straight from the horse's mouth, you know? And I did get a few nice sound bites that I'm gonna leverage real hard, because, you know, that's half the fun. But yeah, so there's some philosophy of family and what it means to me, and I guess what it means to the con. So let's get right into it. So this was the charity. And you get a whole bunch of plushies to add to your family if you donate to charity. So we're actually gonna make a separate folder, and it's gonna be called family stuff, because I'm gonna go into a lot of the reasoning I have with taking a lot of these videos, because there's not a lot of them. And if I took a video at this con, it's probably because it stood out that I really wanted it. And of course, I just wanted to get, like, you don't see Scullies with, like, eyes often. It's, like, this is surprisingly rare. Something that stood out to me is, like, hey, there's a skull mask fursuiter with actual, like, fursuit eyes. That's kind of cool. They look very happy. They don't look mean or scary. Which kind of brought me to think about, like, the dress code at Anthro Northwest. They specifically say that there's no horror suits, no gore suits, no pup masks, no harnesses, no leashes. You know, very, very strict family-friendly dress code. How it's enforced, I don't know. I saw some Zentai suits, so I feel like if you're wearing a Zentai suit, you know exactly why. Yeah,
Perfect.
very, very cute take on the Scully. I think that's very, very kind of cool. And we have this dogoid creature. So fun fact about these areas here. If you look very closely, you'll see dentist chairs. And every Friday, my favorite thing is to just hover around the windows and just look through them and just like, I wonder if, like, this guy, this dentist, operating on whoever is in this chair, they're just like, ah, yeah, the furries are in town again. It's the yearly migration of furries through Seattle. And I bet, like, the people in the dentist chairs are like, man, this light can hit different. So, you know, goggle. And I think that's kind of funny, and I feel like I should just title this as, like, you know, dogoid. Yeah, there we go. I think I should, like, title this with what about the dentists? I may actually just rename this to what about the dentists, just so I have my own commentary in place, because that's something I kind of want to talk about because it's kind of wacky. So here, we're after opening ceremonies, because this is opening ceremonies. We're not going to be looking at the opening ceremonies, mostly because this time around...
we have a couple of announcements to make. First, thank all of you.
Yeah, so in opening ceremonies, I didn't do my usual sort of sit and record. Kijani, I believe, was on his camcorder and got some good shots. So I went run and gun for this one. And you can actually see me, like, try to reposition and get a couple of good shots here. I was with Stupor Fox, and they had a layout of what is going on. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to go run and gun for this one and try to get some more interesting angles. So we got a few interesting angles, but it was very, very messy. It definitely, I wanted to be out of AV shots, so I was like, you know, on the floor doing the whole crawl thing. One second, we're going to talk about the fursuits in just a second. And it was interesting. If it wasn't for this staircase here, this would have been a good shot. I would have zoomed in, but I was like, yeah, this isn't worth uploading. I believe Kijani uploaded the opening ceremonies. But hey, we got some run and gun footage, because the better footage is actually here. And this is what I was looking for. Is the actual introduction of mascots, because we can... Because we even got, like, the voice clips introducing each mascot and what they're supposed to represent.
Clouds and raindrops, just like the weather out here. So Annie and Co have been raising them as their own, watching the other birds in the forest, trying to get some parenting examples. You know, as a wolf and an otter, it's a little tricky to raise a bird.
Yeah, as a wolf and an otter, it's a little tricky to raise a bird. It takes a village to raise an egg, something like that. You can't raise a bird without cracking an omelet. I don't know.
Love gets them through each day.
Love gets them through each day.
Storm is 15.
So that's when I was like, wait, so this kid is 15, which means that there was a time skip, which is kind of interesting.
Found in the forest one day
So
while
Geo.
Andy, Cove, and Storm were walking around. It was clear that he needed someone to care for him, and he was all alone. Please welcome Geo.
I'm not sure what creature this is. I think it's a bear. Plantigrade suit, kind of the snout, round ears. So this is Geo right here. Also, hi, welcome in.
He's a really good problem solver. He likes
Problem
to collect
solver.
rocks and minerals.
They like rocks with as expected with a name like Geo.
Geo's pretty much all of it, sweetie.
Oh, good recovery though.
He's age 10.
So they're age 10. So very interesting if you think about this in terms of time
So
skips.
5 years after Geo was adopted, Sprout was born. She is the child of Andy and Cove and is super sweet. Please welcome Sprout.
And so this is Sprout. I love whoever is in this suit. I love this suit. They're so energetic and happy. And I feel like they need to install like a cooling vest and a couple of fans in there is all I'm gonna say.
She's
But
bouncy.
so yeah, like whoever this performer is gave it their all and they did fantastic. I love them. Like everybody loves it. Look at them. They're just giving it their they're just awesome. They're so wiggly.
Really loves bugs.
I think that Sprout is going to be the fan favorite here. As always, the youngest sibling is the one who is going to get the most attention.
Forest and a small meandering river that runs around her lower back and tail. She is 5.
So she is 5, Sprout. And I kind of like how they incorporated, well, let's not go back in time too much. I like how they incorporated both Andy and, why did I think his name was Cody at the start of the stream? Cody. The name's a wolf, Cody. I'm sorry if you're a Cody and a wolf. I'm just saying. So Andy's kind of like stocky body type. You got Cove's tail there. Their colors are kind of intermixed. The ears have the otter thing, but she has Andy's muzzle. Like you think furry parents like go, oh, they got your eyes and your ears and your muzzle and your tail and I don't know. Your paws. So I'm actually curious. Paws. Are those wolf paws or otter paws? What do you think, chat? Alright, what eye color is that? Green? Green eyes. I feel like I need to like go look up if Andy and Cove have green eyes. Alright, I'm gonna stop for that right there. And they have a sprout or some sort of leaf here. Isn't that cute?
Andy and Cove didn't really choose.
And I love this gesture too, because you might not actually notice that, but it was something that kind of came up to me is that, you know, even though these performers are obviously performers, if this is a subconscious gesture, you know, the older adopted sibling, you know, helping the younger sibling up because they do trip, and I'm sure that wasn't planned. If it was planned, kudos. But they did such a wonderful way. Like, I wish this giant light bar wasn't in the way, and these stair handle. I know why the stair handles are there. OSHA safety compliance, you know. But that would have been such a good shot if I was just under here, pointed there. Light bar, unfortunately.
It represents an
I was like, oh, I really just want to go over there and try to get like a shot of the family, and that's exactly what I do. Is just like I'm just gonna storm past and not care. You could actually hear me drop on the ground like right there and like try to get like the claw deployed. So I actually have, yeah, you can actually hear like the thumping of the the monopod claw hitting the ground. Yeah, isn't that like sweet? That's just so cute. Andy Cove and the kids.
And all of you are welcome to join us in the convention. The volunteers are here. The panelists are ready. The vendors are set up. Now let
Very sweet, very nice, very cute. Let the convention begin. And then I was like, okay, so I knew this was coming up, so I was like, okay, I can't cut in front of them right now because I'm a bit late on the draw because I have to pick myself up from the floor. So I don't know if this is actually copyrighted music or not. We're not gonna after the Russian New Year incident, we're not risking it again. Because that cost me an entire 8-hour stream. If you were there for that 8-hour stream, consider that the finality of Remembrance for the year. Because it was a pretty good stream, I have to say so myself. But unfortunately, the Russian government decided, whatever. We're not gonna get into that. Anyway, the moral of the story is don't play copyrighted music on YouTube. So basically storming past here trying to get like some b-roll. I swap over to and like interchange over here to try to head him off at the front, but there was just so much like staff and stuff, but I got some good like b-roll. I like how he has the same idea I had. And then it's just recording the hellos and stuff. And I'm trying to get a good angle here, and it was like really, really hard to actually get an angle. I get kind of an angle here. Like you can see the interactivity. Sprout is definitely my favorite of the trio. I think Storm is also kind of cool because bird. Everyone loves birds. Geo, I feel like, I hope they, I don't know, middle child syndrome. Ironically enough, middle child syndrome. I don't want to call them forgettable, but they're just there. I don't know. I like the other two more. I'm a terrible uncle. I'd be like, here, you two get Roblox gift cards. I don't know. You get one of these sticky hands or something. I don't know. That's what kids want nowadays, right? Roblox gift cards, Robux, $17 Fortnite cards. I don't know where I'm going with this. I had a bit planned for this, and it's not here. But yeah. All of them are cool. One thing I did want to point out, these mascots are new. So they got 3 new fursuits. And if you actually kind of compare it, Andy and Cove also either have had alterations done to their suits or they're refurbished. Trying to actually get a close-up on them is a little hard because, man, this angle, the bokeh is actually working against me. So if we actually look at the suits, comparing them, that's actually not too bad. If we look at the suits from last year, you can see that they've either been refurbished. Cove has new eyes. Okay, Cove has green eyes. Okay, we're good. Because I was gonna be like, if Andy doesn't have green eyes and Cove doesn't have green eyes, anyway. I'm gonna drink a little bit of my hydration fluids. I'm here to make horrible jokes and terrible observations. That's why you're here, chat, right? You know what I didn't notice? Yo, back up. I didn't know this really cool art here, and it seems like it's almost like farther along the time skip. Like Storm looks like they're way older than 15, but like the other two are younger. Artist representation. I don't know. I always like the art of Anthro Northwest. I think it has a lot of soul with a V, as they call it. Soulful. Yeah. Very cool. I like their theming. It's very, very cool. You know, if anybody from Anthro Northwest is, watching Remembrance, that's kind of my gimmick. I'm open for guest of honor appearances. Jokes aside, I'm looking forward to see how they stick the landing on Remembrance, because I think that's probably the most powerful theme we've probably had at a FurCon, and the most emotionally loaded one with the Tree of Remembrance being a thing. And thinking about it, making the Tree of Remembrance one of the centerpieces for the art and that kind of stuff. I wonder how they're going to pull it off in a positive manner that isn't going to be like what I said earlier, the celebration of the finality of the experience of life is how I'll phrase it, because I think that's a theme that isn't often explored, but I think is still a very, very relevant sort of theme to a lot of people. And kind of almost a relevant theme on this channel. We celebrate the finality of memories and the finality of things that have come and gone, but we hold it close in our hearts and minds, or something like that. I don't know. If you want a philosophy lecture, go to college. All right, so we're gonna shove this into main events. That's cool in general. We're gonna get to the fursuits in just a little, because I just love. I like how I actually got a nice set of B-roll here with the family. They have their where is their family photo here? Because I wanted to show that off before we actually get into the suits. God, I love that suit. They're so cute. They're just awesome. I'm hoping we see more of it. Yeah, they gave me the boop. That's some good B-roll right there. Oh, I love them. They're amazing, and I hope we see more of them. They weren't out and about, and I'm wondering who the performer is. Like, I'm just very curious about who this is, because I think they did the best job, and they were the most active, and they need to get them a couple of fans and a nice vest. Because I want to see more of them. They were awesome. And that also makes me wonder, so let's assume this is actually a 5-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 15-year-old, or an 18-year-old or something. Like, are these suits gonna age up? Are we gonna get another time skip? Like, I feel like doing a 15-year time skip in a single con kind of made me think, like, what if Andy and Cove's fursuits were actually updated to kind of reflect them getting older or something? That's kind of a nice touch, something a lot of people won't recognize, but you know, I have a keen eye for it, being around for 3,000 or so years. You know, I've been through many such things. Oh, yeah, look at how cute they are. Yeah, I you know, the more I think about it, I'm wondering if it's a deliberate choice on the performances of all three of these new characters. How, like, Sprout is, you know, flappy and active and stuff, and Geo's kind of shyer and like more reserved in their moments and movements and that kind of stuff, and you know, kind of interesting. I'm looking forward to see how these characters evolve, how this story keeps going. I'm emotionally invested in this family now. I wanna see them prosper. And oh look, there's one of those human puppies. I think humans have puppies. Kits? I don't know. One of those things. So yeah, so we this was basically me trying to record all that stuff. I'm gonna drop that in. I'm trying to find the family photo, more of that. Yeah, we're just gonna skip over it. We can't just, oh, there we go. That's a good one. We actually got a good family photo here. Me trying to nail the, like, zoom in while keeping everybody in frame because of Storm's wing here. I'm like, oh, that's great framing. I can't get it. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. Let's just get something out of this. Yeah, so more of this. We have people lining up for photos and being happy. Like, it's super awesome. Very nice. So we have some more photos. We got some welcome to Anthro Northwest. Go into main events. We'll figure it out later. All right, this is our official second wild fursuit of the con, because we had one person earlier, and now we have another person. Before we move on to that, I did want to talk another thing. This is something I'm going to be putting in my review, but let's catch up on chat really quick. I'm wondering what chat is up to. The personalities are so distinct. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's on purpose that the personalities are so distinct, or whether it's just the actors' personalities coming through, or was it a conscientious thing that Geo is more reserved and shy, while Storm is like happy and flappy, and Sprout is just like a little gremlin, and I love him and I want to give him a hug. I want to see more of Sprout. Like, you could just pick him up and give him a hug. They're just so cute. Love their performer. Man, this song is not the song I'm looking for right now. Let's see if we can change that up.
I wanna wake
Definitely not this song. I love that song. One day I want to make a music video to that song, but I'll leave that for another stream. That's not family friendly. We're being family friendly right now. That's what we're doing. I think. Yeah. Note to self. Try to keep the weird jokes on the down low for this. Anyway. Will Geo love Legos? They were playing with Legos. I mean, I could definitely see somebody named Geo enjoying rocks and blocks, you know? Let's see what chat's up to. Disney character training vibes. All right, Tavi, tell me, do you think that the personalities are the performers' personalities coming through the suit, or are they trained characters? Because I'm actually very curious to hear your expert opinion. I should honestly just get you on stream with like a little PNG and been like, character analyst, expert opinion. But yes, literally a runway. Yeah. Did Kite come from an egg? That's redacted. We can't talk about that. Parallax going with the BG building. What for? I know Anthrocon kind of had that. Oh, on the outside on the balcony. Yeah, I'm actually just catching up on chat real quick. Chat. Geo is me. I am Geo. Is that actually? Oh, or is that like a JoJo reference? But yes, that was opening ceremonies right there. Polycereal's offspring. Yeah, I could see that. Must refrain from horrible jokes. I need to be wholesome, so I can be considered a wholesome streamer, and positive and happy and all that good stuff, you know. Anyway, hey Yorick, thank you so much for the super chat. Good evening, Kai. Sorry I can't hear the words. I'm already getting flustered over this wonderful super chat. Sorry, can't stay. We have work in the morning. My suggestion on framing, take one and zoom it in. Yeah. Bye for now. Thank you so much for dropping by, Yorick. It's always great to see you. Thank you so much for your support. As always, you're amazing. I hope you have a wonderful new year on this first stream of the year, and I wish you the best at work. So hopefully you have a wonderful time. It's a mix of both for the personalities, says Tavi. Wild is good. Something better than be telling a story. Okay, you just said it. Yeah, it's definitely, I think, going to be very interesting to see how they approach the future of these characters. And I was going to talk about the Franken plushie panel, which I thought might be it's very interesting that they have all these plushies and you sew them together and you make a new member of your family. And like, I was trying to figure out how to not make it like morbid, but my sense of humor is like terrible. So I was like, yeah, you could go to the plushie adoption chamber. Plushie adoption chamber with plushie adoption table. Where did chamber come from? Then that's like, they're waiting for you in the plushie chamber, Mr. Gordon. But yeah, you could donate and pick out a plushie to add to your family. And then the plushies who don't get adopted will go to the Franken plushie panel, and then they'll be reconstituted in new ways so that they can find a family. And I'm like, man, this got really weird and morbid real quick. But as I was recording that, I was like, I could not get it out of my head because of how just absurd and surreal that kind of bit would be. To just be like, yeah, and if you don't adopt one of the plushies, you can get a second chance at the plushie slaughter. Make your own Franken plush. I swear I'm not a terrible person. I just have a bad sense of humor. Anyway, we have this creature. I'm trying to figure out, are you a cat? Are you a dog? Are you a furry? They kind of have that little camo sort of vibe, but I like their glasses. All right. Well, we need to make a cat folder. So if you are here and that is you, let me know what your species, because we're going to put cat here. I love how I have dogoid and just cat. Just cat. So plushies is definitely going to go into the family stuff. We got people in the ball pit, and I made sure to ask if I can record them. We had Dinomasks and people having fun. Just overall a great time. And like family stuff, because I'll probably use that as like a bumper. This guy hates Diet Cola, supposedly. That's a reference only for us. But yes, well, let's make like a best of folder, because like, I don't think we're gonna have a lot of discrete species, like, you know, raccoons and stuff like that. It's gonna be a little harder. Don't roll the dice on your next convention. Come to Anthro Northwest, or something like that. So that's basically Scullies. We'll put in the skull thing. There were a lot of Scullies, as expected. A lot of these kinds of... Oh, they're cute. A lot of these kind of... I don't know, like, how would I phrase them? Like, homemade suits? But all suits are homemade. But you can tell that these are some of the first attempts by these fledgling fursuit makers. And I love the creativity of them, like having the snoot and the horns, and you got a little bit of the tail there, and the accoutrement of the cuts in the ears and the scarring and everything. Very creative and very nice.
Awesome, thank you.
I think they're both dog creatures. Probably. That would make sense. So we'll put them in the dogoid folder. My morbid imagination. Exactly. Look. Plushies exist to be loved and abused, I guess. I mean, look at voodoo dolls. That's exactly what they're made for. Who said they were Geo? Wait, who? That's the mascot's name. Got a lack of heart to destroy a bunch of plushies, but it's okay. You put them back together, and sometimes the sum of the parts is worth more than the whole, or something. I think that's how it goes. Anyway, I would love to see Cove be updated. She has a perma-concerned expression. Does she? Well, it's perfect for a mother of 3. She's always going to be worried about what they're getting up to. Have you heard about a song? Oh, I haven't heard about that song. Anyway,
and go.
We have more dog-like creatures. I like these. They're having a lot of fun. Very interesting take on here as well. I was trying to figure out if that was the tail. I was like, is that a tail below the lower lip? And I was like, that's a fan. The legendary fursuit fans. Oh, they're so cute, too. I like the hearts and the eyes. Very nice. All right. Lots of dog creatures. Now, this is obviously a cat. And I love going in this place because there's a lot of good backgrounds if I'm not struggling with my camera trying to do something. But yeah, there's some cuts there that we can take out of that. And then we have raptor masks. Lots of very unique, creative raptor masks. You can see the small details here, like the little wheat leaves and stuff like that. We need to make a raptor mask folder, don't we? Dinomasks. So let's get right into it.
One and go.
This guy is cool. Perfect.
Perfect. Thank you.
Nice.
I love it.
And it's voiced. We're gonna put this in the voice pile. So I saw these guys, and I was like, "Hey, it's the assets from Lethal Company." And I was like, "I need to get this on camera because this is the perfect thing."
Go ahead.
As a dumb little like introduction thing to the dealer's den. And like, I love these guys. They picked the perfect cosplay. The rolling shutter is so bad. I can't wait until Sony comes out with global shutter cameras. And I can't wait until I win the lottery so I can afford one. Alright. Dealer's Den folder. So we kind of have a really quick overview here. The Dealer's Den was much less populated, question mark? I don't know, I felt like there were less stalls this year, but they were spaced out much nicer, and the artist alley and dealer's den were separate. You look awesome. F-Class really leveraging their boy kisser style character here. Very good design. I don't know, I feel like maybe I need a redesign to be that scrimblow. But yeah, dealer's den, very comfy, very wide open. I actually very much liked dealer's den because it was very wide open. First aid kit, that's kind of cool. So this is Libido Works. You can see me here. It's kite smell. You can get your own kite smell in case you want to smell like kite or smell kite. I'm sure a lot of people would love to smell me. I'm sure I smell very nice. You see, at BLFC, somebody told me that I smelled very expensive, which is very nice and complimentary. I smell like a very expensive man, they said. Whatever that means.
Hey, look at the store.
This is something I also wanted to point out. This worm right here, like, this is what like stood out to me, is like this worm saying, "Do you still love me?" And they were kind of talking about it, how apparently for whatever reason, that is the thing that like attracts people to their stall the most, is the worms. Would you still love me if I was a worm, chat? Would you love me if I was a noodle? I don't know, hopefully.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Me really leveraging the digital zoom on this one. Now these guys did a great job. Like I wish I ran into more people like that that'll just like really ham it up when you ask them to do it. These guys were awesome. I love them. They did a good job. If I ever record you and you don't know what to do, just turn your brain off and start wiggling. Just do this. And it'll be perfect. Like, it'll be perfect. It'll be awesome. We got more cute fursuits that we can get. Nice. So we're in the dealer's den. I did not take a full-on video of the dealer's den this time around because I forgot my 360 camera at my computer. It's right next to me right now. And honestly, I don't know if people really watch the 360 videos. The numbers haven't been very encouraging in that respect, and I think they may actually be harming my channel. But that's a talk for another day. Analytics.
Just
Nobody
so
likes analytics.
cool. I love these suit
I've been talking about analytics in the secret furry YouTuber chat,
Very cool. Are you in any of the
and
kimono
nobody
groups?
wins when numbers come out. Yeah, so new kimono maker, very cool. Kimo style. I like these. And we got her in the secret kimono group too. If you're wondering about these secret groups and you fall into one of these buckets there, you can talk to me about those too. These are also cool. Like, there were a lot of new like Eastern, Western
Awesome.
hybrid sort of kimo makers, which I think is very kind of interesting. That we're finally reaching the point where kimo has kind of the saturation, that we're starting to get these hybridized styles, which is cool. And then we can get delicious things. Isn't that cool? So if you're hungry, that's probably gonna be my lead-in into the winter feast. I'm actually gonna even like rename this just so I know the bit. Hungry into winter feast, because that's probably gonna be my link into that. We got more fursuit faces, fursuits. You know what I noticed? There's no Dakimakura. Yeah. There's like nothing really objectively horny, which makes sense given the target audience and clientele. Also, can I just say that I love the concept of the bamboo pan-dragon here? Pan-dragon. I don't know, that I feel like that's one of my favorite portmanteaus of creatures, pan-dragon. I feel adventurous this year. Ooh, hopefully you'll have a wonderful birthday and a happy new year too. Didn't you say you'd transform into a noodle dragon? Yeah, that's the bit. One day. But yes. assuming it'll happen. I talked about it earlier during the New Year's stream. If you missed the New Year's stream, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was awesome. We did, I think it ended up being like 15 hours. I needed to take a 6-hour nap because I was just dead. And then we went over 24, I think it was, New Year's around the globe, which was a lot of fun. Vladivostok was probably the best one there. If you're there, you know. Other than that, I mean, I guess London was kind of cool, you know. There were orbs. There were a lot of orbs. Many orbs. If you like orbs, check those out. Oh. No FC. Aw. I will be at Further Confusion this weekend, so definitely expect me there. I am a little sniffly today, a little sick after having to stand outside for like an hour. We talked about this earlier, like there was a evacuation at the con. Eventually,
you want to show off?
Eventually the official statement. Oh, this one kind of went weird. We're gonna put it in here because maybe we can salvage parts of it.
Awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, I went a little too close on that one. We'll figure out something with that. And then we have F class. Everybody loves paws. Everybody loves maws, and everybody loves boba. I love boba balls in my mouth. I need a drink. Anyway,
and go.
This is a cool suit. I like their horns, and I like the overall, like this suit has like the softness to it, and it's very nice. This almost the facial style also is very happy. I like them.
Awesome.
They're cute.
Perfect. Thank
They're very nice.
you.
Yeah, of course.
Is that still in the dealer's den? We're out of the dealer's den. I love this. I love this suit. They look very delicious. I want to lick them. Maybe take a bite. There's a joke about cream filling somewhere here. They look, donut. So cute. I need a prop like that. I mean, look, they got sprinkle paws, and there's just so much to like about this.
I love your
suit.
suit.
They're so happy too. They got so
Awesome.
much cool energy.
We saw each other.
You think their tongue tastes like mint? Or is that pistachio? I don't know. Such questions we ask on stream. Where do we put this? Unique. Probably unique. Or even best of. Yeah, throw it in the best of folder. Where's the best of folder? There it is.
3, 2, 1, and
So
go.
this raptor mask was actually really interesting to me because they got the big ears. You can't, but like with the changing light, you see the texture on the ears and the mane, which I think is a very good use of the leaves. Like I'm assuming these are like silk screen leaves. I think that's a very good use of them, and just shows the creativity of what you can do with a raptor mask. Very, very nice. There were a lot of very creative Dinomasks, and I love seeing them. Yeah,
Perfect.
flappies.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
I need to make a flappy folder. Maybe I'll just put in the best
Awesome.
of. Maybe we'll make a flappy folder. Were there a lot of flappies? Birds are kind of flappy. Oh, let's make a flappy folder. I love seeing flappy creatures. We met Jesus. I don't know why, but we somehow keep just running into Jesus. There was a cardboard box for it, which is really cool. You could do art on it. I think you could play around with it. There's copyrighted music, so we're gonna mute it. And then we have just people vibing in the ball pit. Yeah, that's cute.
Awesome.
I
Perfect.
think that's a circle, isn't it?
Thank you. See you around.
They really were
And go.
active. Very interesting colorations for a circle as well. You know what? We're gonna make a circle folder. We're gonna make a Protogen folder because they're gonna show up. Circle. And then Protogens. And I should have brought an energy drink. All I have is a Pepsi with me right now. It is a Diet Coke, unfortunately. Protogen.
One, go.
Alright, so circle folder. Shake your head? About what? What is everybody shaking their head now? Pussy making would be your calling if you had patience? I mean, you know, patience is a learned skill, they say. These two are also very cute.
Thank you.
I like their suits. Very nice coloration. Very cool. Very dog-like. I always love seeing computer heads because I get to make a Protogen joke, and I never tire of doing that joke because it's low-hanging fruit and it's very, very funny. And hey, I did mention, hey, look, there's Jesus. For whatever reason, Jesus is here.
I love how you actually have a tail too.
I know.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's so family friendly, even Jesus is here.
One, go.
Protogen. We got a couple of Protogen here. Like, I'm gonna make a Protogen supercut. If you're wondering what my plans for New Year's are, I think I'm gonna swap some things around. One of the things I do want to do is make some supercuts from old footage I haven't gotten around to. One of them is going to be a circle supercut. There's going to be a Protogen supercut. We were working on the Protogen one during the New Year, which we couldn't get to finish, but that'll be done eventually. And I think this is also going to go in there because I think people look up conventions a lot less than different fursuit species. And so I think I'm going to be like doing unique supercuts. We're going to be doing things for a bunch of different species, dogs, cats. They're going to get their own videos. And I think I have enough of a backlog to really kind of combine a bunch of cons together. Of course, Jesus is here. Everyone loves Jesus. They were so nice and friendly. We're gonna make a trash folder as well, because some clips, are just cut-offs or they just didn't record properly. This is a cool suit. They got the eye stops. They got the vibe. They got the cute ribbons.
Awesome.
They got the snail tail.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a super unique suit. And they were very nice. We talked for a little bit. They're super cool. I like them. Very unique suit. Lots of different parts and things to it. Very, very
Can I get a video of you two too?
They got friends.
I love what you were doing with that camera, phone.
I missed it, but they were like doing like the posing and stuff like that. That's actually some good posing here, and I might actually rename it to be like let's rename this to pose with camera, because I always love doing the funny little pose for the camera sort of thing, especially if we're going to be doing it in as a review. It's an excellent just space filler. We have more Dogoid creatures. Very cool outfit.
Perfect. Thank you.
And for the sake of argument, we're going to lump foxes under Dogoid as well, because foxes are just cat software running on dog hardware. And then, of course, we have Spider-Man. For whatever reason, Spider-Man was here. Jesus was here. Spider-Man was here. I don't know. I stopped questioning these things. It just happens. It's like, yeah, Spider-Man's there. Do we just have a weird folder? We have Protogens with boy kissing screens now. That's a feature update.
Awesome.
I feel like I need to do a Windows rollback for that one. This Protogen actually caught my eye because they have like this very kind of interesting wyvern-esque sort of beak, which is I think that's a very cool and nice touch. That's very cool. Escalators.
I want to get a quick video of your suit.
Another Protogen on an escalator, because escalators are like half the fun of everything, right? I love escalators.
Come on, go.
And there's our Chemo friends. Everyone say hi to Hakase and the copyrighted music in the background. They're very cute. I will say, if you are planning to bring a speaker to a FurCon, don't. Just don't. Nobody wants to hear your music. Go to a rave. Have fun. Do that instead. They're very cute. Very good Durg, and we can finally make a scaly folder. I love seeing them too. They know the gig. They know what I like to see. I've recorded them a couple of times already, and they already know how to ham it up for the camera, doing the moves with their arms and stuff. There we go. Trying to like keep things in frame this con was weird. I feel like I need to recalibrate my gimbal and do some maintenance on it. I'm starting to think some of the screws might be loose on the arms, and that's why scales. That's why I'm having some issues with some of these movements aren't as smooth as I want. Ah, yes, here is this guy who is also really cool.
Oh, how do I look? How do I look? Do I look fabulous? I think I do.
Literally the Joker. Very cool. That is the voiced folder. So we have an error 227. We're about 60 of these in. Ah, yes, Protogen with a giant ram stick. The favorite snack of our little cybernetic companions here. I should write that one down. And of course, we have a volley too. They're kind of flappy. They make very cute chirping noises. And apparently taste like ammonia, is what I'm told.
Thank you.
But apparently are also very delicious fried. So I don't know if I'd want ammonia fried chicken, but I don't know. That's what a volley telling me anyway. If you've had a volley fried chicken before, let me know. So here is the Tree of Remembrance, like we were talking about earlier. Next year's theme is going to be Remembrance. But it's not going to be remembrance in terms of like letting go or dealing with grief or loss, from what I hear. None of the mascots are going to be dying. And I think the theme, knowing about how they're probably going to be going on the more positive themes of remembrance and remembering the happy times, is a very powerful message to have as well. Because post-con depression is a very common thing, and it's kind of sad because once a con is over, you know, that's kind of the finality of life. You're never going to get that time back. You're never going to be able to go back in time and enjoy that con again, and it's the memories that you make that you take with you throughout life. Unless it's the memories that I take, and then you can rewatch them as many times as you want, and it's very good for my analytics. So you could do that too. But I think it's very cool that their theme is Remembrance
3, 2,
next year.
1, go.
And I kind of wish I was there for closing ceremonies. I asked the media team, did anyone actually record closing ceremonies? That actually was a pretty good walkthrough. I'm gonna definitely use that because that's just a good establishing shot in general. I'm kind of disappointed. I don't think anyone recorded closing ceremonies because I actually wanted to watch it because I wanted to hear the announcement. Because I feel like there's going to be something that I need to know 100%. Family stuff. So that's the plushy Frankenslaughter.
Hey, go ahead.
Then we have people here on the super fun...
It is way too short for me.
super fun cardboard fort here.
Awesome. Thank you.
Very fun. Very cute. I love them. They knew like to hide and how to stick out. Like, this is probably, like, one of the better kind of cold cuts here is just this. and like immediately you could just cut to another scene at a different part. Like they nailed that very well there. Very, very cute. And in fact, we're gonna put this in 2 places. We're gonna put this in Dogoids, and we're gonna put this in the family stuff, because that's a very wonderful way of doing it. Hi, I'm Cherry, the pink and blue cat with the hearts in the eyes. Oh, hey, welcome in. We've just spent a lot of time talking about the cons, and welcome. I'm glad that you're here, and hopefully you're having a wonderful new year and a happy after con week. Hyenas are dog software running on cat hardware? Yes, actually, 100%. Also, hi everyone. You should go to Golden State Fur Con. I'm planning to. Tentatively planning. My plans may change at any time, but yes. Reading. Do I like Spider-Man? I'm ambivalent. I don't really like superheroes too much.
That's pretty cool, right?
And then he just takes them off. No. It's like, what?
That's still pretty cool. Thank you so much. Love
But like sometimes if you don't know what to do, just do something random and it'll like turn out to be great. So this was the big cat meet, and I was thinking of recording it, but I couldn't actually hear anything, and neither could my microphone. So I was like, well, it's a panel. I wasn't entirely sure what they were going for, because I was expecting a meetup, like BLFC's meetup, where like big amount of people just kind of showing up, mingling. I get to bother them for videos because they're all kind of doing their own thing. This is an actual panel with like a quiz show and like I don't know, the Senate of big cats. It kind of felt like that. I was like, so I like checked in once in a while, and there was supposed to be a group photo, but I guess I missed it. But it seems like they dispersed rather quickly.
3, 2, 1, go.
Now this suit, very, very cute, very cool dance comp performance too. Check out the dance comp, it has been uploaded. Oh, that's another thing that I wanted to mention that was kind of cool in the con. They had like nature noises for most of the con. Like at night there were crickets and frogs. In the morning and during the day there were bird noises. The loops were kind of rough, but like it was kind of good ambience. Anthro Northwest has some interesting features for sure.
And go.
This is super cute.
I love
that.
Thank you so much.
I love that because it's one of those, like, you don't need a suit to have fun at a fur con if you are creative and you know what you want to do. So
Yeah,
sometimes a
video.
clown nose and like some.
You're already
some stuff.
doing it. Just act cute and awesome. I don't know, give him a hug. Or just, yeah. Ah.
There you
That's
go.
good, too. And look towards the camera now.
Wait a second. I was gonna be like, did autofocus focus on the mouth here? Because that's like one of my favorite things to look at in conventions is, does autofocus just lock on to the human face inside of like the maw? Because that's always just funny to me. These are cute creatures.
Yeah, video.
They're very, very happy looking creatures. I like them. Okay, so this was something I was gonna mention. The mushroom creatures, and I love them because I was gonna have a bit about this. There's also
3,
this.
2, 1, go.
I caught them here too, but I had a bit
3,
about
2,
this
1,
where
go.
it's like, you know, even though, you know, we're family and it's like cats and dogs and mushrooms, like even though you even though we might fight, we're still part of the same
All right, give
family.
me a hug and
like
make up, 'cause
mushrooms
I think that'd be
or
kind of
something.
cute.
I was like, yeah,
No?
aww. You see,
And
I
look
was
towards
already
me.
thinking about it. I was like, oh, you're like one
Perfect.
big
Thank you so-
mushy family. And that's a really mushy sort of thing. So that was some commentary I was gonna do on the family part. Where was the mushroom creature? Because these were cool.
Go.
Turn off the copyrighted music. Because then, like, this is such a cool suit, and I really wanted to see them from below. So I guess that's their vision. Like, that has to be so hard to move around in, or is it just a vent? Like, that's such a interesting concept. And I asked him, so like, are all three of you like one group? Like, what? And they're like, no, we don't know each other. And I'm like, so you're telling me there's just a gang of mushroom creatures that just happen to meet up? And it's just like, man, that is just really cool. Like that's a story. You go to a con with your mushroom themed persona, and then you meet three other people who are likewise just shroomed up. So cute. I love that. Very good vibes. I like this noodly creature as well. Nice use of accessories. I like the cape, honestly. I like when people use, let's zoom out here for a second. People use more basic things like the cape, the clothing matches to everything else. Like you can tell that there's a clear theme for Gizmo here. Very, very nice. Cool. That's obviously a noodly dragon creature. Where do we put you? Technically not scaly, but it is a dragon. Yeah, I'll just put him in this stuff. So here was another thing I wanted to talk about. Anthro Northwest had free perler beads. So in case you wanted to make some perler beads sculptures at Anthro Northwest. Wow, that must be actually pretty expensive. There was a lot of this kind of like arts and crafts stuff. It was actually really nice. Very focused on the community events, which was very, very cool. I assume this is a dog-like creature. If this is from an anime, I do not know what anime you are from, unfortunately. I haven't watched an anime since the Higurashi reboot, and even then I haven't even finished the Higurashi reboot. I really need to. Oh hey, I've watched this anime before. I'm sure some of you will recognize that character. Aggressive. I don't know, they look very friendly to me. I just love escalator shots. There's never a moment where I will not like just take a moment to do some escalator silliness. I think they see out a couple spots on the head. Yeah, that makes sense. There was a mushroom on the Masked Singer. It was Ella Black. Huh, interesting. Chinese dragon. Yeah, there's actually something that came to mind. They have visions of thoughts and eyes. Ambient noises for the theme. Yes, so they had like birds and crickets and stuff like that. Just nature noises in the background. They were pretty loud. You can actually hear it on my microphones, so you can definitely hear it in the background. Yes, welcome in everybody here. Man, still a lot more than I thought. Where do we put this? I put it in best up. Maybe we make an escalator folder and we kind of use it as transitions. Escalator, because everybody loves the escalator folder. This is also a really cool shot. So they're very nice. I was like, hey, you look awesome. And like I dragged them through the hallway to this point because I was like, I know exactly where this is gonna look good, especially with like your umbrella and stuff, and actually turned out pretty nicely. I'm probably gonna cut this into a couple segments, put some smash cuts over it, and like just good as an establishing shot, because I absolutely just love this hallway for just how nice the lighting is and the backdrop is, because you could just do so much in this hallway. Fantastic. And they knew how to work it for the camera. I was also like, oh hey, there's Spider-Man again. Every time it's Spider-Man. All right, so this one I know is scuffed, but we have this one where it's like, get this sort of establishing run past. And you know, I just love my Dutch angles and the swings. pans, swings, tilts. Like, I love Dutch angles. Dutch angles are just great. Not to be confused with Dutch angels. Dutch angel dragons, completely different things. I don't nearly do the Dutch angles of Dutch angels joke at all. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat too. Hey, Mateus, welcome in. You remember meeting me at Anthro Northwest, a fursuiter seal from Balto. Yeah, thank you so much for dropping in, and I remember that. I haven't seen one yet, but I'm keeping an eye out just for you. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for saying hello to me at Anthro Northwest, and your support means a lot to me, so thank you very much. I truly appreciate it. And hopefully you're having a good new year, a good time after Anthro Northwest, and you're enjoying all the clips we have. Because there's some very nice clips here. Thank you so much for your support, and thank you for saying hello again. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful time, Mateus. All right, so we're gonna put this probably, I mean, I'm just gonna put it into family stuff because at this point, these are just establishing shots, or maybe we put this in best of. Let's just put it in best of because these are pretty good establishing shots. We got some Protogen. I always loved the black and gold kind of look. It reminds me of RuneScape, back when people would trim your armor for free and like it would come out looking like this, or at least that's what they would tell me, is if I gave them my armor, they would trim it for me. You think Protogens can get trimmed? I don't know. I love the faces, like the different sort of faces and stuff, and I actually specifically requested for them to show off some of their faces. Very cool. Looked like they had paw controls, which, you know, it's a nice little touch there. These are also really cool suits.
Already doing it.
I really, yeah.
Perfect. That's how you do it. Exactly like they did.
These, I believe that's a fleece rotch suit, which is very
awesome.
cool to
Thank
see
you.
these in the wild because they're very artistic. They're very unique. They very much
You are all
stand out because they're fancy but grotesque in a very cool way. And I don't mean grotesque in a, oh, that's gross. I mean in like the Baroque sort of way of grotesque. Where it's appealing in a sort of, you know, creepy sort of way. And here we are in the artist alley that I just like did a really quick run through because I was like, oh, I don't have my 360 camera, I might as well do a quick run through of the artist alley. The problem always is the rolling shutter. And I was thinking of getting a Pocket 3, but apparently the rolling shutter is worse. And I'm like, how are you supposed to record anything on an action cam with terrible rolling shutter? But yeah, now I hear that Sony has introduced the world's first global shutter like consumer camera with the A9 III. So we're gonna see, we've entered the era of global shutter. And I'm sure that means nothing to nobody who doesn't know anything about cameras. But trust me, it's gonna be really, really cool because the jello effect that you kind of see, like when you're doing like these quick whips and pans, like it kind of gets jello-y.
That was kind of cute. Yeah, like.
Yeah, that's cute. I love that little shimmy.
You two are awesome. Thank you so much.
That's a good little shimmy. They're cute little creatures. All right, are they both cats? It looks like we have a lynx, and is that a saber-tooth feline sort of thing? They got the snoot. Yeah, I think they're both cats. That's pretty rare. Two cats somehow. So I had to mute this, but this was actually one of my favorite parts. So this was the fancy dance, the Masquerade. And one of the things I was kind of planning to talk about is how, like, whether you're young or old at heart, or suffering from gay death, I guess, you can go and have a great time dancing. And everybody was very happy to get like recorded. Apparently they're very, look how sweet that is. That's just like, I got some really powerful shots here that I'm actually kind of proud of, vaguely, once I edit these. They need some color treatment. But I think like with the lighting in the background and everything, like once I clean these up a little, it'll be great. And even if you don't have a date, you could always just get Blahaj to, you know, come with you. I feel like this is the furry version of going to the dance of a dakimakura. Wahaj is a socially acceptable dakimakura, obviously. And this mouse is beautiful. And I kind of wish my camera would actually whip over, and so I could have gotten it a little better. At least the music is on point here. Very cute. Now I was like going in for round 2 there. The lighting shift there kind of sucked. I was kind of hoping to keep that hue. But that still worked out pretty well. Trying to keep that center. I don't know why. My camera was not cooperating with me trying to keep them in center frame. But overall, it worked out very well. There's definitely parts of this that I'm going to cut out and probably make a cut of. Because a lot of these just turned out very, very well. Very, very fancy. Hershey's Chocolate Road has a Chinese New Year celebration of Chinese lions. I love Chinese lions. Koma Inu are awesome. Or Shishi, or whatever you want to call them. Do I know Hogwash the Husky? Yeah, I've heard of him. I've seen him. Yeah. Yes. Welcome, welcome. You know what you're referring to? Oh, good, because I don't know. I'm on my brain's on autopilot. If I make a reference, it is at your own risk that you understood it. Suffering from gay death. Look, I'm just saying, after 3,000 years, you'd think I wouldn't be single anymore. I will say, I was making this joke all weekend. I was like, damn, Cove definitely, like, Cove, Andy got lucky with Cove. That's all I'm gonna say is that, that's all we're gonna say. Andy got lucky. That's usually how it is, isn't it? The music has a nice rhythm. Yeah, I like these kinds of songs. These kind of dancey fashion show things. Unfortunately, I have to cut out the Frank Sinatra in the background because they will copyright strike me. Almost happened on the New Year's stream, which was also kind of annoying. Also, look at that smile. That's what I like to see. People smiling, people having a good time, people making memories, having the times of their lives, people dancing with a giant plushy shark while they're in a giant ballroom gown in full accoutrement. Like, look at them. They're having the omelette du fromage of their life. It's very, je ne sais croissant, if you will. Then we have our 2 cat buddies, obviously roommates. Oh, that might be a good cut. Just go straight into here because we got that bouquet, and then it. I didn't swing past. That would have actually been. That would have been so good if I landed the swing on that. And then I saw this and I was like, oh, this is perfect. The olds are here. I'm not being mean. It's one of those things where I'm like, this is wonderful. It's 2 people having a wonderful time at the dance. They're smiling, they're happy, they're having a fantastic time. There's just so many different generations and ages, and everyone's coming together to have a wonderful time dancing. Makes me feel old. I actually really like the Masquerade. I should like go get a mask. This will probably be good to splice into something. And those spotlights were actually pulling some overtime work here, weren't they? Very cute dances. I should probably start here. Or even there. Like, I actually kind of stick the landing on that tilt. I love this mask. I know exactly who makes it too. And it was one of those masks when I was in college. I was like, I really want a mask like that. This was back before my I'll just get a fursuit phase in my life. And these kinds of masks were something I was always a fan of, that like leather. I love how refined they look dancing, and them just having a wonderful, cool time. And then we have bird. I love the horn. Like, I just love seeing all sorts of different birds. Technically a flapper. You know, I would love to see a bird in a flapper dress. Yo, actually. Somebody make it happen. Also fun. I think that's it that we have from the dance, and just a composite of everybody kind of dancing here. Because I saw these two, and like this actually kind of worked out, because I kind of cut behind here, and that was, yeah, they're smiling, they're having fun. Like, oh, if it wasn't for my shadow there ruining the shot, that would have been amazing. Like, I noticed my shadow there too from the spotlight, and I was like, ugh, so close. It would have been great. Still a good shot. It's just, you know, you wouldn't use it for a commercial, unfortunately. But that's kind of the problem with a lot of these shots. You have to get in the way of people. You have to maneuver around people. People, you know, they see a camera and they're like, oh, I need to avoid that. I'm like, no, I'm specifically weaving around you so I can get these interesting shots. So you know how it is. Didn't I have a dance folder? If I did, it's not here. Let's make a dance folder. Dance folder. Okay. Boom. What do we have up next? Ah, another electronic Protogen creature. This time a speaker. But yes, not old, the young at heart. Exactly. You're tired. Get some rest. Bird and flapper dress may happen at MFN. Ooh, that'd be kind of cool. Referring to the camera and the shutter. Wait, what? Oh, you get it. Ah, good. Taffy gets the concept of global shutter and rolling shutter. I thought they were pretty cool. Okay, can some of the like younger people tell me, is this a Skibbity toilet like reference or something? Because I was like, oh, cool, electronics head. And I was like, wait a second, is this one of those Skibbity toilets that every gyat is rizzling about? Ugh. Is this how, like, people who use slang sound? Is that how I know I'm getting old? That I'm just like, on mom, she get on my Rizzler till I toilet my Skibbity, something like that? Is that what they call cringe? I don't know. If they aren't, I apologize for my Zoomer abhorrent statements, I guess. But I very much like the motif they have going on here, and it's very creative. Like, look, even the speaker has creative on the logo here. Let's zoom in and see if we can see that. I think it's very creative, and I like the multi-layer aspect of it. It's just kind of cool. They use pipes for antlers. That's also kind of cool. Like that's the only reason I'm like, could it be? Oh, who knows? They're basically a Protogen. That's the running gag on this channel. If you have a electronic head, you're a Protogen.
Awesome, love it. Thank you so much.
They're also very cute. Like, I know the maker who makes these suits, and they have such husband energy. Like, they just got like the slick backed hair and like the masculine animalistic features, and I just love it. It's a very powerful look, especially like just overall. Love these heads. Love this maker. Very, very cool. Sorry, I just think they're neat. Fun fact, the sound that a rubber chicken makes is copyrighted.
Now that's what I
Did
call
you know that?
ASMR.
That's what I call ASMR. This is why you come here to KITE Rubber Chicken ASMR 24/7. So here's Zarafa, and I kind of wish the lighting was a little better, because it almost makes this look like Goosebumps or like found footage or something, and instead of being like a very interesting take on Zarafa's experiences with dealing with family members, it makes it look kind of creepy, because the lighting was weirdly not great. I kind of wish I had a fill light or something I could just drop and be like, yeah, I just need, like, because if I had like one fill light from the opposite side aimed at Zarafa, I think that would be way more atmospheric and way less creepy. Because like this, I could cut this out and like title it Giraffe, and like people would think it's a Five Nights at Freddy's movie or something.
Yet, let's raise your hands. Who has not told your family that you're a furry?
But yeah, Zarafa had a time, a bedtime story panel thing, and they were telling stories about, like, you can see me like trying to actually get a good shot at the lighting, and it's just like that single source lighting was like the worst thing they could have done there. But yeah, they were talking about their experiences with talking about the furry fandom with their family, and some of them were positive, some of them were okay, some of them were negative. It was a very interesting panel, and primarily I recorded a bunch of it for sound bites, because I got some good sound bites that I'm going to be using in this video that I'm going to be making about family and the concept of family.
Super cute.
That's
Thank
a
you.
cute cat creature as well. Oh, they even squeak. I love that. Very cool.
Oh, I love your energy. It's so good. Where are you running away? I tried to catch you.
Yeah, so I kept trying to chase this person down because they have like hooves and they have like this
Earlier,
deer
like, ah.
theme, and they were like
Thank you
on
so
a
much.
mission. I don't know where they were going, but they were just like walking super fast, and I kept trying to catch up to him. So like when I actually ran into him, I was like, wait, no, you stay. I need to record you.
Hi, I'm Kite. I'll be your videographer for today.
Excellent.
Just like last year. All right, let's.
Yeah, just like last year. So this is Andy, Cove, and the kids. Oh, I love that. They got some personality. Look, chat. Love them. Very cool. So this is the sponsor dinner. I didn't record a lot of the sponsor dinner. I kind of just like punched out a little early, and honestly I'm kind of glad I did, because that was when the evacuation of the hotel happened, and for whatever reason the hotel had to evacuate, and it was during the sponsor dinner part 2. So not only was I waiting, I was like, I'm probably not going to catch up to them. I'm going to call it. I got enough B-roll to tell what I wanted, because this is the second part, the sponsored dinner. Like, if you're up for a more private family reception, this is actually a very cute shot. And also, like, this is how I feel like it's the same Cove, because they always do the belly rub motion from
good.
last year, and I love it.
About me.
Your rig looks super official.
No, you're good.
I look super official. Did you hear that, chat? Man, the Chimera thing that I use as a rig. Every time like somebody goes, so what's on that thing and what does it do? And like, I'm like, oh, that's a matte box. It just looks official. That's all it does. It doesn't do anything actually useful. Or at least not here. It's supposed to do useful things. It doesn't always do useful things. Quite literally, the purpose of a matte box is to make normal people think your rig is more official and more expensive, so they feel better about spending money on you. I'm not even kidding. That is, for 80% of people, the purpose of why you run the extra weight and balance issues that come with a matte box is because people expect a video camera to have a matte box. Like, I don't even run a flag on my matte box. That's why you would use a matte box, is to have a flag on it and to control the angle of light hitting the lens. But most of the lighting is so bad at furry conventions, it doesn't matter what you do. The only thing that you can really get away with is fast glass and post-processing. So I always shoot at like f1.4 at like 1/30 at some like ungodly ISO just so I could capture anything, because otherwise it's just super dark. So people interacting, blah blah blah. Kind of spent a little less time like recording interactions. You know I love my phone shots. I spent a little less time doing the sponsored dinner stuff. Also, I love that. I love that they did this. Can I just say, I wish this was upside down, because this would have been the perfect intro. And then it's like, oh, like they were like, hey, look at this. I was like, oh my god. I was like, that is so good.
Thank you so much.
Oh, they're so cute. They really, you know, I like Geo a lot more now that I reviewed this footage. They've redeemed themselves as the middle child. They're very cute. I like them. You know, honestly, I could go for one of those right now. So, it's fancy sponsor food. You know how it is. So I tried to cut ahead here to at least get them on their way out. And that was pretty much it for the sponsored dinner. I don't know if I actually had a food folder somewhere here. Did I make a food folder? I know the winter feast. I think I just dumped it into family stuff, and that's what we're gonna do here too. So we're about halfway through. We're 150 clips left. We can almost see the bottom here. What else is going on here? Kite is official. Let it be known. Yes, I smell very expensive and I look very official. Did Andy just speak? No, that was the handlers giving stage direction. It wasn't Andy. What are that fish for the otters? Yeah. What are they chosen to eat? I don't know. I think there was like seafood there. I'm starting to feel like a behind the scenes video for the upcoming video. Yeah, that's kind of what these streams are. These are kind of my excuse to chat with chat, talk about the con, talk about my experiences, give my thoughts on the con, and kind of give you a behind the scenes look before I turn these into finished videos. Because it's kind of organizational. I get to talk about it. People sometimes give me ideas what to do with these videos. It's kind of like, you know, office hours with Kite. We get to vibe a little. We have a good time. Did not know about the rubber chicken sound, right? But yes. Those words are not in the Bible. I'm concerned about what words I used. The sponsor dinner was better than the one on the river boat. I don't like talking about the Anthrocon sponsor dinner because Anthrocon does a lot of things right. And I hate to complain about sponsor dinners, but yeah, I'm just saying. Spending $100 on the dinner cruise was kind of a bad idea, and I will not do it again. I like this creature, very colorful dogoid. But I said that in my Anthrocon stream. I think Anthrocon's cool. I think they need to reevaluate their dinner cruise options because I was not very impressed. I do like this Manakit though. Manakits are surprisingly rare. I've noticed most Manakits also aren't like true to art. They have a very, you know, stocky look. And I'm wondering if that's like just by design or if it's just the type of people who enjoy Manakits or something. It's just something I've noticed that, well, I guess it has to be padding because like it's very well padded out, the suit. I'm just like, it's always interesting because I feel like a lot of suits, the goal is to hide the human form. And for Manakits, a lot of them are just big guys, I guess. Now this is a cool suit. Like I saw them, I was like, ah, I gotta get you. And they knew how to work the camera.
Love it. You look super awesome.
God, you really got the moves down.
You definitely do. Thank you
They're very unique. Ah, look at that face.
so much.
They got the murder eyes. They look very happy.
Adorable.
3, 2, 1, and turn.
I was kind of expecting them to like do a jump turn and not like an actual pivot. So I was kind of off center, but well, we can do something
Love
with
it.
this.
You look
Still really cool. Very unique. I'm not even sure what kind of creature that is. They got the pointy nose. Very pointy. And then we have dances and stuff. I didn't spend a lot of time. Oh wait, so this is gonna cut this out because I don't know if it's copyright. It's avian invasion, so it probably shouldn't. This is about as like nightlife as it got. These guys, F class, had a little like DJ rap dance battle thing, and I was like trying to just get some B-roll, and I'm gonna cut it together and be like, if you're looking for nightlife, go to dances, or you know, check out F class's personal DJ fight or something like that. Because they're like, hey, you want to record a DJ battle? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll take a few clips. And I got some of their brand new merch and stuff. So what they were doing is debuting 3 new classes of merch, and I guess it's Bunny, Fox, and Protogen. Because of course, I mean, Protogen are super popular. I'm not surprised that they're making Protogen merch now with their techwear inspired accoutrement. I feel like we're definitely going to be seeing many Maws bedazzled with it. I don't know. I heard accoutrement and I was like, I could turn that into a joke. I got nothing. It was somewhere. Yeah, that's avian invasion right there. And apparently there were 4 DJs battling it up, which is pretty cool. People conducting business while DJs battle in this cyberpunk-esque place. Very cool. And then we kind of have this with the 3 new teams. I like how the Protogen is it's just like Bunny is like super simple, Fox is like 3 shapes, and then Protogen is like, I don't know what's going on there. It's just a bunch of stuff. And then the totally not boy kisser there. So this is when we were outside and I was in the cold, getting rained on with my camera and my fursuit, because we love that. I guess it just recorded that randomly. And then we have Bowser here. Obviously, Dad of the Year. All right, renaming this Dad of the Year. Give me 1 second, because that's of the year. Because Bowser definitely amazing single father right there. That's low-hanging fruit. We love low-hanging fruit around here. All right, so we're gonna cut that. We're gonna just toss that into, I guess that's technically Dealer's Den, into dances. It's not a bad idea. We're gonna figure out how to make this work, chat. This is just trash. It's just, you know, being outside. I don't know how that even recorded. Here is us prepping for the dance comp. So me just doing, you know, my camera checks. We have our little buddy here that we met at the con, enjoying the dance comp. We're gonna toss that into main events, and then they moved over and they had like a front row seat at the judges table, so it looks like they had a great time. And Brenda's there too. Brenda's looking fabulous, chat. Look at that. Look at that dress. You'll see him on stage if you check out the actual dance comp. We can't play any of the music because they don't like it when we play dance comp music on the internet. But yeah, Brenda looking fabulous as always. And then, you know, some more dance comp stuff. Spoilers if you haven't seen the dance comp, of course. But I figured, you know, might as well take some B-roll. That's probably not gonna get into any of the video because it's technically spoilers. It's just, I needed some B-roll. I like this camo suit. It's a very cute one. Very camo-like in appearance. Is it a fox? Is it a cat? Nobody knows. It's some sort of camo blob creature. Their badge is behind and backwards, so I can't tell. It's the same thing with me. Sometimes you're just a camo blob. Cat? You know, I'm gonna make a folder for camo at this point, because at this point I might as well just make a super cut of camo stuff eventually. Because kimono is rare enough to kind of be its own style. Sleepy time, I guess. Did you happen to film the freestyle event? No, I did not, unfortunately. I had something come up last minute and I had to punch out early. It was unfortunate, but hopefully I'll be able to cover FC a bit more effectively. Things come up, and come up they did, because I basically missed Sunday. I will leave it at that. So that's part of the reason why I didn't get as much clips as I wanted to as well. I wish I saw the freestyle event. I heard it was pretty good. I know Brenda Banks did a live like side judging of it, so I would say check out Brenda Banks's Twitch. Maybe the VOD will still be up. That might be a good place to check it. Yeah, you don't need a fursuit to go to a con. Like, honestly, put on a pair of cat ears or just go in your normal flesh puppet form, and I'm sure people will be happy. You really don't need a fursuit. Just go and have fun. It's a convention, like an anime con and stuff. After watching numerous furry dance comps, you've fallen for Brenda. Great dancer, great suit. Yeah, Brenda is one of my favorites because they innovate in very interesting ways, and they always bring something new. Because other dancers, I mean, they'll just start dancing, right? Brenda will like bring theatrics into it, and it is always wild, and I always love seeing them dance because they'll always do something you're not expecting. Whether it's like show up with an army of backup dancers, or like literally come out of the scenery, or like start out from like a cold open from a black stage. Like, they always have something interesting going on, and I'll say it. Like, I think they've been robbed a few times, like just a few times. They're very cool. I like their dancing. There's an issue of Floor Wars where the audio DJ gear are not working. They have to repeat songs for Anthro Northwest. Oh no. So you were in. Oh well. At the very least, somebody got a copy of it for history. Sounds like my presence wasn't exactly needed there, luckily. So, I don't know. I wish I could have made it. I had something come up that I needed to take care of, unfortunately. So, you know how it is. Hopefully it was a good live stream, though. No record, Floor Wars. No, I didn't. Catching up on chat. All right, more Protogens. So this was the boy kisser dab. This guy, like that. That's just such a cool touch. Also, can we talk about how this is like somehow they've triggered it to activate on dab, and I think that's both excessive and kind of cool that they put the effort to do that. And we have a very dapper Protogen here, surprisingly dapper. You don't really see Protogens in suits that often. I'm sure there has to be like some sort of magnet or something that makes that work. I'm curious how it works. More Protogen. Everyone loves Protogen. Cool. Ah, yes, from the VR realm. Our estranged family from the digital dimension. You know, as I do this, I'm kind of realizing that the furry fandom is just a bunch of cliques kind of stapled together, because you have like the VR chat furries, and a lot of them don't even want fursuits. You have the fursuiters who kind of have their own things going on in the meat realm. You have like the content creators who seem to be split between like Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok, and none of them ever talk to each other, and they seem to hate each other. Or at least that's been my experience. And then VR chat is on his own little like island, and it's like nobody knows anybody who's in VR chat that isn't like a big content creator. Like, it's just so siloed and stratified, which is interesting. And then each of the artists have like their own communities, and each of the kinks have their own communities. We're not going to talk about that one anyway. And then there's art styles like Western and Chemo, and then you have like whatever the Tumblr art styles are, and then you have like the really weird subgenre of slutty eyelids and stuff like that. You know, it is kind of interesting just how much and how little overlap the niche of furry has. But yes, so now we have me being in there. You can even see me up there. I'm in the digital realm now, chat. One of these days I'll get into VR chat. I don't know, I haven't had the best time in VR chat. I've been to a few VR chat meetups. I've done some VR chat exploration. It just hasn't clicked for me yet. Seems like people kind of stand around and do nothing. And I do not get it. Like, it seems like a Discord call with more steps, and most of the time people are just standing around doing nothing. If you know anything about VR chat or why people like it, other than as a form of using it as like a movie making software or something, because I get that. Like, I have some ideas for VR chat skits if I could get people to actually do them with me, but like VR chat as a whole, I kind of don't get. People kind of just stand around and do nothing, which is very weird to me, especially for like VR chat streamers. Sometimes I watch a VR chat streamer and they'll just be laying around for like 4 hours, and I'm like, where's the exploration? Where's the cool stuff? Like, I like these are cool, very pastel, very happy characters, very nice, unique. Never saw like this kind of colorful kimono creature before. But yeah, that's my rant about VR chat and why I haven't been doing VR chat stuff.
What?
Welcome to Anthro Northwest! Yay!
Puppets. There was also
Thank you!
there was also a puppet panel, and I kind of wish I went to the puppet panel because there were a lot of cool puppets. Everyone loves balls. Look at how many orbs there are. Many orbs. Maybe they're even delicious. There's Tiger Moon.
All right, ready?
Tiger Moon's pretty cool. I always love seeing
that's
them.
gonna be cool.
Me trying to get distance while there's so many people around me is like, it was really hard. So I'm probably gonna have to figure out how to make them actually look better. It's surprisingly hard. Like, when you don't have room to maneuver with your camera, it's like, There's also a very interesting Kigu suit. It looks like a flocked Kigu suit right here. Very good touches.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
I could use a neck cover, but at that point I'm just nitpicking. That's technically Kemo style. It's a Kigu suit. This is a very interesting raptor mask as well, with the like silver.
Love your suit.
Oops. I thought they were glasses at first, but I think they might actually be fairy lights. Isn't my username literally Kite VR? Look, I did that rebrand when I was getting into VR chat, and I was expecting to have a VR model and like a bunch of integration and stuff. I had plans, all right? I had plans. That's what I'll leave it at that. And I think that's the joke, right? I had plans and then that happened. You know, Zusho the wolf? Yeah. You were in her live stream? Words. You didn't realize there was a VR portal? Yeah, it was only up for a very short time on Saturday before the parade, I believe. But yes. I love complaining about stuff. So there we go.
And look towards me.
That's my yearly complaint about VR chat, even though I would love to get into it, is I feel like I need somebody to grab me by the hand and show me why it's fun. Because I'm one of those people who will be like, I don't like something, and then like it'll click and I'm like, oh no, it begins, you know? So that's probably what's gonna happen, is like I'll like go to the one magical VR chat world where it all makes sense, and then I'll never leave the cyber world and then I'll just fall into a coma, and I'll have to defeat CyberConnect 2's rogue intelligences or something. I think it was in that documentary about the world's first virtual reality MMO. That's a deep cut reference for absolutely nobody. But if it is for you, you probably know what my name's referencing too. Dogoid. There we go.
3, 2, 1, and go.
Oh, there's many dogoid creatures here. That works. Oh, that actually worked out pretty well.
Awesome.
I love it.
That'll
I just
actually
love
work
the.
out.
I just
Thank you
love
so
the
much.
buildings, and like, it turns anything into photogenic. It very easily makes any shot photogenic, and I feel like
And
more
go.
people need to leverage the urban aspects of it. You can see my camera
sorry.
struggling to get into frame. I'm like, So yeah, that goes there.
And
I wasn't sure why I was having so much trouble like getting that pan over.
perfect.
That actually worked out much better.
Thank you.
They were very cute. Two flopular creatures.
Thank you.
Two Benuis. And then there's a bunch of stuff. That Bulbasaur is way too high quality to be drawn on cardboard. I got a bee with a knife, apparently. We got some boy kissers. We got somebody reminding us, don't forget water. That thing is also very high quality.
3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, you can do that.
They were like vibing, and I was like, oh, maybe
Gotta get that
I'll
kill.
record them vibing, and then they just broke
Alright,
out
and
into
turn
dance,
around.
and I'm like, oh, that works too. Yeah, okay.
That's how we do.
Perfect.
Yeah, they're having a great time.
3, 2, 1, go. Awesome.
I like that dog. Very cute. Very good dog-like creature. And then we have whatever this is.
Some sort of rare Pikachu Protogen variant.
Some sort of sus imposter Pika Protogen. I don't know. It's not what I was expecting to see, that's for sure.
2,
And
1,
what else
go.
do we have here? And then we have Doggo with Doggo. The dog was not having any of it. They did not care for the
Hi,
camera.
doggo.
And also their fur did not, like, there wasn't enough contrast to really get that anyway. So, something. Doggo with Doggo.
Right.
Got a Sergal with a lightsaber. Lots of Sergals into lightsabers. I wonder if there's, like, any sort of correlation between what kind of Sona you pick and the hobbies you have and, like, what media you enjoy. And, like, I mean, I feel like, obviously, as a superior chemo creature such as myself, I watch Akira Kurosawa movies, and I'm a fan of 80s kung fu action flicks and such. Yes, that's how you know my taste is immaculate. Anyway,
3, 2, 1.
Oktoberfest. Like, that's definitely unique. I definitely wasn't expecting Medic TF2. And we have more of the little fort. Oh, you can tell I haven't been getting any sleep lately, right?
3, 2, 1,
I was actually
go.
thinking about how, like, I get 4 hours of sleep a day because, like, half of my life is working at my
Super
day
cute.
job.
Thank
The other
you.
half is, like, doing this stuff. Oh, this is a super cute pink fox. Look at how cute they are. Like, it's a very smooth shave, too. Like, very cute. Like, every angle of that suit is just... It's just nice. It's very cute. I like it. Very, very, very good. Very cute. That's like a thumbnail right there. Chemo creature. Now, this was the most interesting Dinomask I saw, and I was like, I really want to get it because it's so unique. Like the fact that they added like a wolf nose to it. It's still a raptor mask. You can recognize it as a dino mask, but this is just such a unique way to go about it. It's probably the most unique Dinomask I've seen, because it looks like they've used sculpting putty to reshape the actual shape of the mask, and like that's just really smart. That's just really unique. That's very nice. I like the nose. Like, overall, that's just great. I love seeing unique takes on Dinomasks. Eyeball. I wonder if they can actually see through that, and like how good the vision from the third eye is.
Super
Does it
unique.
seem
I
to the
love it.
future?
Thank you so much.
I love the like dreads too. It's a very good use of that like crinkle sort of yarn, like the tube yarn. Very
Perfect.
very
Thank you so
creative.
much.
I like this suit a lot. There's a lot going on in terms of construction that makes it very unique and very cool.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
And then the anglerfish here. All right, so this one's trash. The next one I think is the real one. Very unique. I like seeing anglerfishes and that kind of stuff because I think it's a very cool unexplored design feature, is having that kind of underwater sort of motifs. I guess that's a scaly thing. We'll put in best of.
That cool selfie pose.
I was like,
I
hey,
love that.
just do
Ham
a
it
cool selfie pose. And they're like,
That
oh
is
yeah, we
perfect. Thank you
gotcha.
so much.
Like, because they were just like doing a normal selfie and then they actually just went wild for it. I live for dumb photos like this. That's great. I love that. That's going into the review. That's a good thing. That's a good one.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, hey, look at that. Boy, I sure hope nothing happens to these two lions involving wildebeests and possibly some Hamlet-themed misadventures.
That is awesome.
Could you imagine if, like, in the live-action Disney rendition of The Lion King, that's how they fought? I'd probably pay to watch that.
You.
Yeah, they did a very good job on these. Cat.
3, 2, 1, and
Also
go.
a very interesting suit with the lollipop here. Certainly very unique.
3, 2, 1.
These are also
And go.
very unique suits. I'm not sure if these are fleece rod suits or not, but they have the same
You're still in
vibe.
frame,
But they
don't
have these very, very unique
Oh, well, that got really silly really fast.
fleece-based
Thank you. I can't
construction.
forget about you because you have a really cool head too. Thank you so much. Awesome.
Very cool. What is sleep? Yeah, tell me about it. Lots going on with that suit. Is it Benui? Benu. It's always Benui. I didn't really get into VRC until I found a group. That's kind of how I'm feeling. Bet, let's do VR chat. All right, you got it. I'll keep you to it. Or you have to keep me to it. You're giving me scratches. Oh, thank you so much, Poster Dude. Lightsaber. This morning you watched Timothy. I don't know what that is. Rar. Hi, Alex. Anglerfish always have good ideas, right? Pride Rock Bros. Hakuna Matata, right? It means no worries for the rest of
3,
your
2,
days.
1, go.
I could go for something slimy yet satisfying right now.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you.
Cute dog. Nice tech wear.
1, go.
I love seeing this suit because I love the xenomorph and it's just a really cool like concept, and I'm kind of looking forward to the new Alien series. I kind of like Aliens. I think it's one of those like series where I know they're gonna milk it, and they've milked it ever since Aliens 2.
Okay, let me get
But
the side
I
of
don't
your
know.
head because that's where your face is.
Was that the only one who actually liked
that's
Prometheus?
perfect.
I think Prometheus was an okay movie. I know everybody is like, it's bad. You cannot tell me Prometheus was worse than Aliens 3. Like, that was a bad movie. It's a very cute creature. They're having fun. That's probably not OSHA safety compliant, though. We're down to, oh, we're under less than 100. Moving jaw suits are so good. I want to get a suit with a moving jaw so badly because I feel like it would actually give me an excuse to do live cam streams more often if I could actually move my jaw and like, I don't know, eat things. I think that'd be a lot more fun. Because otherwise I have to be like, oh, I'll pick up, I'm just gonna pick up, let's see, who do we have here? We got Tabby. I'm just gonna pick up Tabby and like that. It doesn't work that way. Oh no, they get stuck on my head anyway. It's not calibrated for that. You see, I'm always hungry. Yeah, cool suit.
Thank you so much.
I like it. The moving jaw is just very cool. Mulligan is their name. I think I recorded them last year too. Yeah, I remember them. They had the like elf hat outfit. They're very cute. I like them. I wonder who made their suit. I remember. It's like chemo style.
Go.
Ah yes, LEDs, shiny, flashy, very cool.
Awesome. Thank you.
Oh hey, there's Sherbert doing Sherbert things.
There, so there,
He's
start
Sherbert.
right there, and you can draw the leg, the body, and
Or she is Sherbert. It's Sherbert. I'm trying to think, like, is the character like now transition? I actually don't know. I wanted to go to the panel because I wanted an update on the Sherbert verse and like what exactly is going on with that project and stuff. Because I know Sherbert the person has transitioned. I wasn't sure if Sherbert the character had as well, and like in the anime and stuff, because I know they were masculine coded for the longest time. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
T1, go.
And I love these suits. I believe this is this more for less or made for you? It's one of the fur word makers. Like every time I'm like, is it which one is the one that got canceled and which one is the one that makes the suits I like? Is it made for less or more for you or for the more or my point is I like how like these scalies, like whoever makes these scalies, like they just have like this snoot and they have like this really happy sort of derpy look. Like it's not so much derpy, but it's just like I don't know. I just like them. They're happy. They're friendly. They got this kind of like, I don't know, this silly blep look. I like them. Like it's a very unique scaly look, and they're just very happy and I don't know what else to call it. They're derpy. I like them. They're derpy dragons. Very cute. Probably one of my favorite like Western scaly designs. Like, I'll go on record saying that the only kind of Western suit, if it's not a hyper-realistic, like, you know, husband suit, it's probably going to be one of those derpy scalies, if I had the money to commission one, because they just look happy. They look like you'd wear one, and then suddenly your day would get better. Like the personality would be infectious from them. They're very cute. I like them. And then we have some mountain dew.
Awesome. Thank you.
Very moving.
And go.
And we have a Benui. And I believe that looks like a marten.
I love your ears.
Hi,
They're so super cute.
They have big flappers
And look towards
for
me.
ears. Very rabbit-esque.
3, 2, 1, go.
I got another scaly. Scaly with a camera. All right, let's see if I can identify what lens they have. It's too blurry. 18mm prime? What is this? Is that a Fuji? Oh, Olympus. I mean, an 18mm prime would make sense. I was kind of hoping I could see. I was just curious what they had on there. It looks like a prime, maybe? Based off the hood?
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Sorry, I have to bore everybody with camera stuff. This one was kind of funny because I like walked up and I was like, hey, can I get a quick video? And they like both jump up and I'm like, nah, do what you were doing and just relax. You were already like super awesome there.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I was gonna say you could even hold your tail.
Okay.
No, that's so good. Yeah, keep going.
Now they're very
Perfect.
cute. I like them. And they even got like the eye dome.
Thank you
so
so
I
much.
believe this falls under kimono. They're very cute. I like them. They have a big tail. Big tail. Very good. Aw, look at him. Having a great time. I think about it, I should have recorded them alone as well. 'Cause that
Super
would've been-
cute.
I haven't seen a lot of Dutch Angel Dragons. I believe that's a Dutch Angel Dragon, and they seem to be having a lot of like fun. Almost a pool toy vibe? I don't know if I'd call it a pool toy vibe, but kinda, I guess. Yeah, it's like more for less. Oh, so it is more for less. It's not Don't Hug Cactus. There's Made for You, More for Less. I don't know. There's a lot of makers with fur in the name. I know one of them got canceled. Another one, there's some drama about it, but I know those suits, apparently the maker's really good and they're open. And I was like looking at their adopts while I was there because I was like, I wonder if they have any adopts or something. Like, how much is one of those suits? And I don't know. They're just very cute. Like he's part dragon, part fang. I was surprised when we searched Herbert. Yeah, good for them. Good that they're living their best life. Moving jaw suits are cool, don't have the same level of longevity with this suit. So, like, I'm gonna be real, like, it feels like people don't use suits as often to worry about longevity. Like, I've seen well-maintained suits hit 10 years. Like, Kite is 1.0 is starting to kind of, you know, gray out and kind of see, you know, signs of wear. And I'm noticing it, but I've been to, what, almost 70 conventions, which is way more than the average fursuit sees, and they're holding up pretty well. They're gonna need a refurb on the white fur eventually, because I mean it's white fur, it's gonna yellow, unfortunately. But I'm trying to like keep it alive as long as possible. So like, yeah, I mean if you think about a fursuit as a consumable thing, just kind of like how you wouldn't use the same you know, running shoes 2 years in a row. Not that I would say, you know, get a new fursuit every year. That would be kind of insane. Ah yes, the Winter Feast. Feast of feasting. So let's actually take all of that and toss that to the family stuff.
So I think
That's trash.
2, 1, and go.
Oh hey, it's that weird creature. I'm trying to think of a bit for this, but I don't even think I need to see a bit or like figure out a bit for it. There were people like role playing as Pruro in one of my videos comments, and like I was definitely thinking of like just going in there and being like, hey, cut that out. You can go role play on F-list or something. But like honestly, like I just deleted one of the comments once it started getting really weird, and they just stopped. It was definitely one of those please don't publicly roleplay in my comments, or actually, yeah, no,
Give me a
please,
wave.
you can publicly roleplay in my
watch out,
comments, just don't be
escalators
weird
coming
about it. I like the analytics. I take
3,
that back.
2,
I want
1, and go.
analytics. Be creepy in my comments. This is pretty cool. So many unique suits here.
You're perfect.
And
You
they
got
did
it
like
on
the
point.
spinny.
Thank you so much.
I love the spinnies. That's always a good one. Very good.
2, 1, go.
This is a very cool Scully with the wings, and they got the claws. And, yeah,
Awesome.
very nice, very cool. We're almost done here, which is surprising. And then there's the tug of war thing, which could be a metaphor for fighting or something.
3, 2, 1, go.
I always love seeing accessories, and the fact that the hat actually comes off with the ears staying on, that's pretty rare. I like that.
Thank you.
I need to steal that idea. That's a very good idea. Very, very, very good dog. Very good boy. And then there was, I don't know what was going on here other than I guess it's a purple exercise thing.
Just made a furry workout.
Just in case you want to get some furry cardio. I could go into family stuff.
And this is where I escape.
I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. I don't even remember recording this part, if I can be honest. I don't know what we'll do with this. We'll do something with it.
Side.
I like the unicorn chainsaw thing.
And turn your head.
The cutie mark and everything.
And one more time towards me. Perfect.
I think that's a really cool design. That's like definitely a best of.
3, 2, 1, go.
And we have this guy. I like angular shapes on fursuits too. It's kind of weird because I like that more for less like scaly suits because they got like the bulby, derpy nose, but I also like angular, sharp like fursuits as well. Like no pun intended. Yeah, they're very nice. And then the noodles. Noodle fight.
Going incognito.
That's pretty cute. And then we're outside here. It's just an establishing shot because I had nothing else better to do going on there.
2, 1, go.
I think this is when I was with
Yeah, that one I'm just like, yeah, I get why you're.
not Blue. It was another photographer. I see their suit in my mind's eye. You can tell my brain is starting to melt because I'm out of energy drink. You're gonna hear the dial-up noises in my brain right now. Was it Kiba? Did I talk to Kiba this con? No, I don't think it was Kiba. Who did I talk to? Good question.
Anything you like, you're already doing it.
Be amazing.
Yeah,
This is
you're
also a
ready,
very that's a very unique suit as well. That you can tell a lot of effort went into like working on this suit because there's a lot of different colors, there's a lot of patterns, there's a lot of feathers. Like whoever made this put a lot of thought and effort on how they would like this to actually work out. So that's pretty cool. There was a Chuck E. Cheese. There was a Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah. Oh no, there's Bora in chat now. What's going on now? I can read chat. Sure. What's going on?
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, this guy! I love this one. It's like a doggo, but it's not a doggo. It's like I don't know what it is. I just love it. It's just so wiggly. I love it.
Ah, that is so awesome.
They're just a giant
Thank you so
puppy.
much.
I love it.
3, 2,
Doggo Dino. Yeah, no, you go in the doggoid folder. I love it.
3, 2, 1, go. I was gonna say we could try to get the outside, but this will still look pretty good.
Yeah, so this was at the fursuit parade. So people were in line and didn't really want to move around. So I was kind of using this as an opportunity to collect some extra B-roll. This is the parade, blah, blah, blah. How many people were at the parade, all that kind of stuff. Right there.
2, 1, go.
And then, oh man, you remember this guy? From the Australian documentary,
Awesome.
Bluey?
Thank you.
Yeah. They had a panel where you could meet up with them. I got some cell phone footage of that. It's also really nice. I like the vaporwave kind of 90s colors. And then we have a bunch of Protogen doing ram things. Very cute. We're almost done, chat. We only have another like 20 things. A badger with a mushroom. All we're missing is the snake.
That is awesome. 2, 1, go.
Oh, hey, I found Waldo.
Perfect.
Gotta find
Go.
Waldo. This is also a very cute lamb. Like, the proportions are very well done. And I
Perfect.
think the
Thank you.
choice of accessories really complements the more realistic style of the suit. Very, very well done. I love dinosaurs. The big, stompy, wacky suits. They're just really cool with the body
Thank you so-
shaping and stuff. Very, very good. Like the digitigrade dinosaur suits are always cool to see.
Love it. Thank you so much.
Leave your-
delicious.
Oh, pizza joke. All right, rename this. No pizza joke. Okay, yeah, that's the perfect way that I'll talk about how there's no kinky stuff, because everybody knows about the BLFC pizza at this point. It's a running gag. On the other side of the spectrum, we got this lamb.
I love it.
Or
You're
ram.
so cute.
I guess they're a ram. They have horns.
Awesome.
But yes, they're not as realistic. They're very toony and
Perfect.
cute.
Thank you.
I like them. They're very nice. Two different sides. And then this is crazy. Like, look at all these parts. I was like, oh, I wanna get that. But I didn't have a chance to. That was a cool suit. So this is the actual parade. We're not gonna worry about that. If you want to see the parade, it's already uploaded. Go watch it. It's pretty cool.
Come on, go.
It's 25 minutes, which is crazy. And they were saying they didn't have a nose.
Thank you.
So we're gonna figure that out. Let's actually go back in time because I'm curious. Were they missing a nose? Wow, they were actually missing a nose. Yeah, I didn't even realize. I thought that was just like how it was supposed to be. Oh. Well,
Ready?
they're both
3,
cute.
2, 1, go.
Then we have this cutie. That's a dinosaur,
Awesome.
actually.
Now look.
That's kind of cool.
That's my favorite one.
Awesome. Thank you.
Like the nose ring. Nice personalization.
Oh, I love props. Oh, snap. Oh, I love ginger ale. Yeah. Refreshing. Refreshing. That's exactly what makes me thirsty is snaps. Wait, what? Anyway. Thank you so much.
Do
You're
snaps
up. Oh, I
make
love
you
props.
thirsty, chat?
Let's get that background of the city in. Oh, you're perfect. Thank
Man,
you so much.
the autofocus was really kind of struggling there for a second. We'll figure out how to clean that up.
Hey, actually, wait.
Then there's Warwick here, and I was like, oh, I got an idea.
And 3, 2, 1, and turn.
That's a cool costume, isn't it?
Excellent. And give me a pose.
That's how you do it.
Perfect. And look at me. Awesome.
Very, very good. Dogoid creature.
3, 2, 1, go.
Now, I love this Gleep Glop looking space creature. Look how cute they are.
They are so cool.
They are very cool. I love how the arms
Thank
are
you so
attached
much.
via fishing wires, so they're independently controllable too. That's like really cool.
3, 2, 1, go.
Purple! It's a family photo.
Purple.
That is awesome. That's going straight into the family photo.
All right.
Okay. Bird, bird, bird,
Always
bird,
love
bird.
to see some flappy birds.
Everybody loves
Love-
Flappy Birds. That's why we have a Flappy Bird folder.
Girlfriend look.
Hyena girlfriend? Oh, whoa. Ma'am? Dang.
That is awesome.
Stylish. That's one mean
And look back
yeen.
at me. And close up. Oh,
Ooh.
you know how to work that camera.
Sassy.
Perfect. Thank you, girlfriend look.
Anyway.
Natural. 3, 2, 1, go.
The Lethal
That's
Company
perfect.
dance.
You're even the right shade of orange to do the Lethal Company dance. That's perfect.
Alright. What else is happening in chat? Dinomasks and chainsaws and Waldo. Wait, you were there? Oh, I didn't even notice you. Where were you? Are we so full of memories? Oh, extremely. Hi, Cactus Bat. How are you doing? Is that a cyborg rhino? I think it might have been. Easy to miss. The hole still looked like a nose. It did. It still looked very good. It looks like a video game character. Purple. Yeah. Yeah, if you're in the Discord, you've already seen this, but I'm just gonna share it real quick. The things I see in my Discord, like, anyway, where's the meme? This is the latest freshest kite meme here. If you want to see it, it's very orbular. It's I'm just too full of memories to edit, and that's basically how it feels like. I'm at this point. I feel like I might just turn this into a sticker and just hand it out at cons. Just, you know, full of memories to edit. Very orbular.
3, 2, 1, and oh, no, you're good. Go ahead.
Nah, that guy's good.
Buzz, buzz.
Bee.
Big cat with a bee. Yeah.
Everyone loves bees. All right, let's see if we can find a little more vibey. Actually, I think this one might actually have something.
That's good. I like that.
Oh, that's
Perfect.
actually good. So we're actually gonna say that and throw it into dog because I was like, wait a second, I think I got more of that. So it's not entirely scrap.
I love your suit. It's so cool.
I like the creative use of LEDs here to give that kind of recessed, you know,
Perfect. And watch out
eyes and the
behind
dark
you.
look. Very good.
On go.
Multiple ears.
Awesome. And
Now the glowiness was something that was actually pretty cool. So we saw that dragon earlier, but I noticed the eyes on this, and I'm kind of glad I caught this because this is kind of interesting to look
a
at.
video
Is
on
that
like the creativity part of
the glowing the
fursuits.
glow
I'm putting glow sticks
is kind of very
in the
interesting, and it
eyes,
works
like
out
in the
pretty
dark.
well. Because originally I thought these were LEDs, and they did actually a pretty good job. My camera lighted it up way too much because it looked way better in the dark. And it goes to show you can just get a little creative and you can do some real cool stuff. Ah yes, noodle fight.
Wow, that's actually like noodle to noodle combat.
It's a noodle fight.
Perfect.
We have a
Oh
winner.
jeez,
Thank you.
brutal, no mercy.
Just be really cute. Oh, you know exactly what to do.
Right behind you.
And look towards me. Perfect.
So they got
And
eyebrows.
show off that
I
tail,
guess
he has
it's
such a
kind
cool
of
tail.
camo style, a little. They
And
got the
turn
thick
back to me.
thighs.
You know exactly.
Yeah, I guess that counts as camo. Checks the
All right,
boxes.
3, 2, 1,
And we have a realistic suit here, which was really cool. I like the mane and the hair, and like
Close
overall
up.
the
Perfect.
density of the
I
fur
love
is
your-
very nice.
Love getting escalator shots.
Very dynamic.
Everybody loves
right, turn around, say-
escalator shots.
3, 2, 1,
I didn't get a
go.
lot of escalator shots this year, unfortunately. And it's these two again.
Super cute. Up right now. Awesome. And let's get
Cool. We're almost there, chat.
ready.
Oh, this is a kimono
are
creature
awesome.
I haven't seen before. A very interesting color scheme. Kind of okapi-like in appearance. Although they're obviously
Perfect, thank you
a
so much.
fluffy dragon based off the tail and the horns. And, you know, I've always wondered that about, like, you know, the fluffy camo dragons. I mean, they're basically just foxes with horns and weird tails. Which is why I have weird tails. All I need is horns, and then I can be a dragon too. Easy.
And look out to the city.
Actually,
Perfect. Awesome.
oh yeah,
Thank you.
that's actually a real good ending, even.
And put the light down so I can actually see your
Yeah,
face.
yeah, I was gonna be like, yeah, I really don't need the light. He's like, are you sure you don't need the light? And I'm like, man, I'm shooting at f1.4.
I actually kind
It's
of
like
want you to
daylight.
see it. Like, look at
They're like, oh, but the light and colors aren't gonna be good. I'm like, this looks pretty good to me, right, chat? Like maybe a spotlight would have improved it, but oh man.
Like what the difference is.
It's definitely interesting to see. And then we have the dances, which I didn't get much of. I kind of, you know, it's kind of funny because my camera ran out of batteries here, and this is where I punched out for the night on Sunday. I'm glad I got this one of the dancing dino doggo. Like that just looks great. And then like here, that was it. My like gimbal ran out of juice, and that was it. That was it for the dances, and that was it for everything. So we've organized this thing. We've gone through it. We've talked about the meaning of family. If you missed the meaning of family part, check out the start of the stream. We kind of go into family, the meaning of the theme behind family for Anthro Northwest, and kind of talked about next year's theme as well, which is remembrance. Oh, thank you so much for the gifted membership as well, Cactus Bat. I just saw that. Thank you for your support. You are amazing, Cactus Bat. Oh, speaking of which, I am gonna give out some subs, I think, because all of you have been very nice and watched very politely, and let's see if we can give you all a treat for the first year, first stream of the year. Let's see if I can actually gift something, because I got 10 free subs. Oh, speaking of which, I am gonna give them out. Where are the subs? All right, membership gifting. Boom. Is it working? There we go. Make sure to allow gifts if you would like one as well. Can I just like gift one to Tavi? I don't think I can. I don't think I can manually gift him. It is a random thing, and if you got one, I hope you enjoyed your gifted memberships. And it's a nice little thing. You are all amazing. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I'm still a little sick. I'm still a little tired. I will be at further confusion. You can see that I have expended my battery, and now I need to go eat tasty foods. No escalators, but no eels. Yeah. Will I do more game streams? I'm planning to. I want to do Rain World. I might do Pal World because that's coming out on the 19th. There's a lot of stuff I want to do, but I do need some time to get all that up together. Yeah, I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you so much for spending your time with me here. Check out the videos later on. It's going to be really cool. Hopefully you enjoy. What subs am I talking about? The memberships. They're like subscriptions. So I get 10 of them for free every month. We might give out another 10 at the Further Confusion Postmortem Retrospection. So go check those out probably next week. I'm going to try to put these together and try to get this video out this week, and then we'll go do a whole bunch of other stuff. Did I accidentally gift too many? It says 15 for some reason. I'm pretty sure I did not gift 15 subs. I'm a little afraid. Oh well, we'll figure it out as we go. Hope you have a great night, chat. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and have a great night. I'll see you after the confusion.